was all just too much. What we were watching couldn't be real. Our minds, our souls refused to believe it. The enormity of it all. The shock soon turning to sorrow. As we realized so many people would not be going home to their loved ones that night. The grief was uncontainable. The missing, the unaccounted for, their pictures and the pleas that accompanied them were cries for help.
He's my best friend in the world.
He was a great dad and hoping he could still be a great dad. If not, we love you, Roland.
And expressions of hope that somehow, some way, the unthinkable had not happened. There was heroism in the air that day, the way the passengers and crew refused to let the terrorist turn a plane above Pennsylvania into a bomb. The way so many people in the World Trade Center helped their friends and colleagues and complete strangers to safety. The way the firefighters, law enforcement, and EMTs gave little pause to entering buildings they knew they'd never escape. We were numb for weeks. The pictures from the Pentagon, the fire there that took days to extinguish, the hollowed-out field in Shanksville where United Flight 93 was forced to the ground. The pile, the search for survivors, for remains. They said the air there was safe. Those who were there knew that couldn't be true. We watched a lot of funerals and learned over time the life stories of those we lost. And as the accounts of selflessness poured forth, we were inspired. We were in awe. How, we wondered, could they have done what they did? As heinous as those acts of terrorism were, what resulted was the opposite, we think, of what was intended. For a good long while afterwards, it felt like we were a United States. It was a great thing, the idea that there's more that unites us than divides us.
God bless America.
So as the bells ring this morning, as prayers are offered and names read, perhaps we'll all do well to stop and listen and remember.
And I don't want to be Pollyanna, but I really want to believe deep down inside that there is a day in our future again when we're all going to feel that way, when we're all going to feel like one nation.
Yes, there will be.
We need it right now, Harry.
You sure do, Harry.
Thank
that
you.
was beautiful.
Thanks, Harry.
Well, let's take a pause. Let's sigh. Let's remember.
Yeah.
Let's absorb it.
Yeah.
And we'll let Al take us to weather for a moment.
Welcome back. Mike, these kids weren't even alive on September 11th, 2001, but those of us who are a little bit older, we'll never forget it. And before the game, they had a ceremony here remembering the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan and along with the terrorist attacks. And I know it was a pretty moving ceremony here at Red Lion.
Yes, it was. Give kudos to Red Lion for such a moving tribute. They had students from kindergarten through 12th grade all involved. They had guest speakers, including State Senator Nicole Poore, Delaware State Representative Kevin Hensley, and our Lieutenant Governor, Mrs. Bethany Hall Long. And the main speaker was Mr. Kurt Sarek, who was District Chief of Staff, United States Coast Guard. So Red Lion did a beautiful job of remembering 9/11 and those that we lost in Afghanistan recently.
You know, I talked to a couple of high school kids. I talk to high school kids all the time, and you talk to kids all the time. These guys weren't born. My kids were, well, one was old enough to remember, but she was like 6 years old, and the other one was 3, so she doesn't remember that at all. And they have such a different perspective of that because they weren't alive for it. Obviously, you know, my mom talks about the day Kennedy was shot. That was years before I was born.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, I understand.
you know, these guys, the kids can appreciate the gravity of the situation, obviously, and. But we're ready for some football, and it was a beautiful day today out in Delaware. Still a beautiful night. it's starting to cool off a little bit under the lights here. The last game of the weekend here at in Delaware, and we had a busy weekend, and the games getting spread out, which I didn't really mind. Played Thursday, Friday,
beautiful
Saturday.
Weekend. I'll take a weekend of football like this anytime.
We're going to get you some scores as we go along. I know St. George is a big win today over Caesar Rodney, won by 31 points. Last night we were at Salesianum, and we saw them really dominate Sussex Central. And your son Lucas had a big game for the Sal's, and although he didn't score, but I'm sure you were happy with his performance nonetheless. So.
It was an exciting game to watch, especially for a dad. We're watching St. Mark's storm the field. We got a big crowd here tonight. Fences are full, stands are full, and I think we're going to see two of the top teams in the middle division, right?
Yeah,
in the middle division.
Division 2.
Division 2 and
Class 2, district, whatever. I don't know. I can't.
Yes. And I think we're going to see a great matchup here tonight.
Of course, last year Red Lion lost once in the regular season. That was in overtime to Archmere right here at Red Lion. Then they played Howard in the first round of the then Division 2 playoffs, and they took a lead over Howard early, but Howard was Howard and came back and just dominated that game. That was at Avicennia Stadium. St. Mark's 6-1 last year. Missed the play. They would have been in the playoffs had they been a normal amount of teams, 8 teams. It was down to 4, and the Spartans were the odd ones out, unfortunately for them. But Coach Joe Wright has improved every year since he's been there. It's his 4th season, I believe, at St. Mark's, his alma mater. He was a great quarterback for the Spartans, and he's got them going in the right direction. The school's going in the right direction. The enrollment's way up. There's a lot of energy around St. Mark's, and it's translated to the numbers on the football team, and it's good to see.
Absolutely. I think tonight you're going to see a mix of senior leadership with the Spartans, as well as some very integral players that are younger, some sophomores that you're going to see make a big impact on the field for them tonight.
Including their quarterback, Chase Padalano. Here's the kickoff. Finally, seems like we've been here all day. Line drive. It gets caught around the 1, and here comes St. Mark's on the return. He's got some room. Can't see the number. That looks like number 5. And down at the 41-yard line, I think that was Jack Burns, number 5.
Yes, number 5, Jack Burns, senior wide receiver. Excellent return, gives St. Mark's excellent field position. Red Lion comes out now with their defensive coordinator, Jameel Merle. It's really great to see him back in action in Delaware High School, giving back as a coach. He's a great guy, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job with this defense.
Chase Padalano, we mentioned the quarterback. We see Jack Burns, the running back. The main man is Donovan Artis. An injury to T.J. Martin. He's out for the whole regular season with a broken leg. We talked to T.J. this week, and he's there. He's rooting him on, but he wishes he was playing, obviously. And we'll get you some of the other names as we go along. Number 41.
Jake O'Donohue. Sophomore, 2-year starter at tight end. Look for him on both sides of the ball tonight. And there he is.
Oh, wide open. And just a little bit high.
Close.
Of course, in rushing there for Red Line, these black numbers on red are a little tough to see.
That was a great little play-action pass. Good job by Padalano. Well executed by St. Mark's. Just missed the connection by a couple inches there.
Yeah, I don't know who got the pressure there for Red Line. They said the name, but I couldn't really hear it with these headsets on. But
well, they got
open.
They have some solid-looking players there in the middle, led by number 54, Makai Parker. It looks like they're implementing a 4-man front.
Second down and 10 from the 40. Looks like the 43-yard line. Paddle on the back for the pass again. This time high on the left side once more. Looking for number 1, Jabri White.
Yep. Red Lions implementing a solid 4-4 defense, which, Coach Anderson coming from Middletown, it's not that surprising. They ran that defense for many years. Very solid defense, something that we can watch to see if they have to make any adjustments throughout the night. 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers with a cover 3 behind it.
So sideline warning for Red Line. Not a lot of room down there on the field.
That was a quick sideline warning play too.
We are 17 seconds into the game, and they've already had their warning. Saw one last night at Salesianum on Central. I'm sorry, it was on Salesianum. No, it was at Tatnall. I went to so many games, I forgot. It was at Tatnall. Tatnall got a sideline warning yesterday.
I don't know how you guys keep it together.
Calendars, a lot of writing down. So the Spartans now facing a 3rd and 10.
Spreading the field here with trips, tight end trips to the offense right.
Coming out throwing twice in a row. This one just over the head of number 1 for Red Lion. Angel Granado falls incomplete, and Spartans go 3 and out.
Good coverage by the Red Lions secondary, getting some pressure up front. Forces a punt for St. Mark's first series. Punting the ball is number 87, Luke DeKay. He's a junior.
I know Luke's grandfather.
And in Delaware high school football, a strong punter is a big weapon. If you can reverse field position, can really change the difference in the game.
2 Lions back at the 25-yard line. Can't get those numbers for you, but when we can, we will.
Good protection from Red Lion.
Breaks free on the left side. Spartans tackled by O'Donohue. Flag is in the air. Looks like
possibly a face mask there. It's an excellent return from Red Lion. And if they get the face mask on top of it, that should give them pretty solid field position to start their first drive of the game.
Here's the call. It is a face mask. And that's going to add some yardage to the return.
I'm thinking it's a 5-yarder as opposed to the 15-yarder personal foul.
They are standing. There's no numbers on the field, so we're looking at the 35-yard line now, and we'll see how far they walk. St. Mark's is at the 40, so that's what it is.
Yeah, it looks like a 5-yarder.
So Red Line's going to take over at the 40, 1st and 10. 11:28 to go here. That was a 30-second possession for St. Mark's. We'll see what the Lions can do. Their first game of the year.
Like a little bit of confusion in regards to personnel out on the field, but they got things squared away. Hey, first game jitters, it's going to happen.
Is that Breon Sims, the quarterback? Number 3, I believe. Oh, tackle. Great penetration there by number 33 for St. Mark's, and that is Taj Johnson. Then we have
some action on the
kerfuffle on the sideline. Number 66 for St. Mark's, Aiden Zellman.
Looks like everything's okay. Everybody's calm.
We saw flags flying. We'll see what the call is going to be. All the fans stood up. I'm not sure how they got that. Wasn't anywhere near the play.
Yeah, it was way off of the play. 2 big linemen.
Maybe offsetting penalties here. We'll see what happens.
Great job by the Red Lion coaching staff to calm things down.
Referee tossed his hat. And the hat's down there, everything. Little of this, little of that.
And also great job by the Red Lion players to make sure that something didn't get out of hand. They did a good job. I love to see that. So many times we see a small thing become a big thing, and great job by Red Lion and the kids on the sideline and the coaches.
The actual play on the field went for no gain. And we'll see what the penalty call is. So it's the 2nd and 10 right now, and we'll see how it's affected by any penalty calls. The referees getting together.
Yeah, it was cornerback Taj Johnson, sophomore. Like I said, we're going to see some young guys out there for St. Mark's. Did a great job of coming up and stopping the quarterback on it looked like it might have been a misconnection with the handoff, but not quite sure.
It's a personal foul on Red Lion. An ejection, it looks like. And it looks like 2 ejections, Mike, for Red Lion.
Wow, that's very significant.
So you're probably going to get 15 yards here. 30, they're going to enforce both of them. Coach Anderson's out there. He wants to know how that's possible. Unless maybe players on the bench got involved.
I tell you, we just saw the end of it, but it looks like number 75 for Red Lion. Maybe out of the game is one of their starters.
He's already holding his helmet.
And I'll tell you, I don't think,
unfortunately,
we don't want to focus on that, guys, right? But
we have to for the record,
For the record, yeah. But 2 significant.
We're not gonna harp on it, but it looks like you're right. Number 75 looks like he is out. His helmet is off. Yeah, that's a shame.
It is. Difficult way to start.
Nothing really, it's just a little scuffle in there. So.
And maybe number 54 as well.
Kai Parker, that's
both starting linemen. I think they were both 2-way starters for Red Lion. That's
the Lions. That hurts.
That's significant. That's going to be a large impact on this game. Large impact.
So, Mike, we got it confirmed by the off-field official, 75 and 54 for Red Lion. Parker and Sacco have been ejected.
So, yeah, I think they're both two-way starters. Unfortunate for Red Lion. You know, when we have some of the smaller schools, it's very tough when you start. Yeah, when you start dipping down into second and third team players, sometimes that level can really drop off. So I'm sure Coach Anderson has his backups ready to go, and it's, as everybody says, next man up. So it's an opportunity for some younger guys to step in for Red Lion and see if they can make an impact against a good St. Mark's
And
squad.
Mike, it's now 1st and 37 for the Lions.
Yeah, it's hard to pull a play out of the call sheet on these.
Did you have any of those in your book?
I don't know. But
So,
I've had to try to call those more than once.
So it was a
that's for
loss
sure.
of 7 on the play.
Okay.
And 2 15-yard penalties, total of 37-yard loss. And it is second down, not first down.
Needless to say, not the way Coach
And
Anderson.
they have 2nd and 43 on the board, so.
Yeah, not the way Coach Anderson anticipated starting this game.
Say they are down, pardon me, by the 12-yard line-ish.
Gotcha. 3-yard loss, 30 yards in penalties. We're at 2nd and 43.
So now with the official talking to an officer on the side. No, that's the Coast Guard guy, isn't
That's the Coast Guard. He's a guest speaker. He looks
And
official.
he actually was talking to the players who got ejected. He
Yeah, I
went over to
saw
kind of
that.
calm them down and talk to them. Good job there by our Coast Guard.
Defend the waters, defend the land. They do it all.
Alrighty, so a little delay here at Red Line. We're only 41 seconds into this game, and we've had a lot happen already. All right, so Red Line's going to have to just bounce back from this and try to forget.
Unfortunately, we can't comment on the actions that happened on the
Oh, we didn't
sideline.
see it, really.
Our eyes were on the play.
Yeah.
But it was away from the action on the field.
Hate to
It
see
was
it.
on the Red Line sideline.
And like I said, we don't, it's just a shame that it's going to be played without 2 guys here, but it is what it is. And now Coach Wright out on the field on the other side. The referee's trying to explain to Joe what's going on.
And I will say that the referees were very definitive in their actions. So they were right on top of it. Great job of settling things down, getting kids separated, and I'm sure that they made the right call there.
Spartans, I see out there Zellman, number 66 on the line. Luke Watson, number 75. Vaughn Highland right in the middle of the big guy, number 52. Vaughn is a big dude. There's O'Donohue. It's a little easier to see those numbers.
Very solid up front with their 4-man.
Screen pass dropped. Incomplete pass. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Another flag comes in.
That's going to be on
after
St.
the
Mark's.
play.
So if that's any kind of personal foul, it'd be a first down.
Quick bubble
Oh,
screen.
no, not in high
incomplete.
school. Not in high school. Yeah, the screen pass.
Quick bubble screen.
It is a personal foul on St. Mark's.
Wow.
But as Jason reminds me, not in high school. It's not automatic.
Play was on the far side of the field. Looked like St. Mark's was pretty animated right after the play.
That's a lot of yards. Ball's up to the 29. I guess that's 15 yards, about 15.
So Red Lion gets a chunk of it back.
Still 3rd and 28.
3rd and 28.
15 yards, yep.
Looks like they brought in a new corner. Donovan Ortiz is now the defensive right corner.
A little more speed they brought in there.
And they moved number 33, Taj Johnson, to the opposite side. So you now have a sophomore and a junior starting at corner in their cover 2 scheme.
Got a chance to talk to Donovan on Wednesday. Drops back, it's a pitch.
Ooh.
And stuffed in the backfield. Vaughn Highland on the tackle.
And I tell you, what a great job by number 5, Jack Burns, who he came flying up off of that motion, off of the speed motion that Red Lion showed. Obviously well prepared for that play.
That's going to bring it. Now it's 3rd down. I thought it said 3rd down before. That's what I get for checking the yard down indicator over there. They did lose yards, 3rd and 24. They are at the 25-yard line, it appears. And 2 men in motion.
Movement, it's going to push him back another 5.
Matt Kraus, number 6, is the quarterback for Red Lion.
Senior, I believe, one of their leaders on the team.
Took me a while to get the number. And he comes, looks like he's out of the game now, or he's just coming to get a play from Coach Anderson. Checking in, number 12, Seth McGordy. Also see number 5, Ray Romano out there.
Implementing a double wing scheme, but you're going to see a lot of different formations out of Red Lion, moving the ball all over the field, trying to spread the defense out.
See a receiver spread wide to each side. Kraus in the shotgun on the 3rd and 29. He's back, he's looking deep down the left side. And well played by St. Mark's. That was number 33.
It's good
Taj
coverage.
Johnson.
Yeah, good coverage. Little bit of contact there near the end, but looked like a clean play on my.
That'll make it 4th down and 29 yards. And
Brings
the
out
punt
the
team
punt
is
team.
out. That's a tough night already for our officiating crew. Referee Rodney Smith, umpire Antonio Thompson, linesman Larry Wright, line judge Don Ben, back judge James Bailey, and our clock operator right to my left, Mr. Paul Lombardo. And these gentlemen, they need help. And so if you want to be an official, call the DIAA. We need officials bad.
We absolutely do.
And not because these gentlemen don't do a fine job. They do. They need more. They need numbers.
They absolutely do. And with all the action going on so far, none better than Rodney Smith to be out there covering the action and making sure everything's copacetic out there on the field.
Punt takes a Red Lion bounce. It goes out of bounds on the St. Mark's 43-yard line. That's where they'll start for the 2nd drive in a row at their own 43.
Here we go. Let's see if St. Mark's moves to the run game after 0 for 3 passing to start.
And Mike, 2 full series, less than 2 minutes have run off this clock.
But we've had a lot of action. So
I have to call my sister and tell her she may have to take the dog out again.
So it's going to be interesting to see what Red Lion does. I mean, their 2 biggest defensive linemen and offensive linemen are now off the field. The size that they have brought in does not equal the gentlemen that were disqualified from the game.
That looks like Artis on the left side, and he's tackled for a 3-yard loss. Great play there by the Lions.
Great job by the linebacker, William Coble, for Red Lion, slipping between the guard and the center and dropping Donovan Artis for a loss of 3.
So they do go to the run game there, Mike, as you mentioned, but great job by Red Lion to get through that line.
I'd like to see St. Mark's go to a little bit more of a quick hitting run game. That looked way too long to develop. Just get behind these big boys and push them up front and let your guys run.
We can watch the game right here on the monitor in front of us.
Slot eye for St. Mark's. Counter tray, which has been part of the St. Mark's offense for many years.
That went to Luke Nahara. And he did not gain much. Maybe, he lost a yard. So 2 runs, loss of 4 yards, 3rd and 14.
Another great job by the Red Lion defense. Number 53, William Hawley, senior, coming in and stepping up and making a big play.
So they have it at 3rd and 16.
When you face adversity like this as a team, you really look for some senior leadership, and coaches have to remain positive. And looks like that's what's going on. And big play there by William Hawley.
Spartans have 2 receivers to the left, and number 15, Logan Klein, here to the right, closest to us. Padalano in the gun. He drops back, looks to the right, looking for Klein. That's incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 14.
St. Mark's just a little off. Just got to work on the timing a little bit, but protection was there. Good coverage again. On this side, the cornerback for Red Lion is Angel Granado. Really nice job against Logan Klein. Did not allow a lot of room for that completion.
So back to punt again. St. Mark's, Luke Decay. Saw Luke play some basketball last year for the Spartans. Line drive punt It's going to bounce, take a Spartan's roll, but then it dies. Kind of like my chip shot. Right at the 29-yard line of their Lions, and they'll take over there with 8:16 to go here in the first.
Yeah, not one of those beautiful booming punts, but it was very effective. You know, was able to change the position of the field.
Chris, we're going to get you our upcoming schedule throughout the night as we can, and we're bringing to you 3 games a week when we can, and we got some volleyball this week. So we got our schedule. We're going to look at it a little bit later.
I did want to say, you know, you guys do such a great job for Delaware High School football.
Oh, appreciate it.
And you've been doing it for a while, and to see the progress that you and the crew have made since the years you've been doing it, it's been fun to watch. I know everybody in the state appreciates what 302 Sports does. So thank you guys.
No problem. It's a lot of fun, except the technical difficulties are no fun, right, Jay? And then, but you know, sometimes we're at the mercy of technology. So. And
you do a great job of battling through it. That's all you can do. And hey, just like coaches and players, you got to battle through adversity, right?
Yeah, we're learning a lot. Trust me, every year. Trips left here for the Lions. That was a 5-yard gain. They have 1 receiver to the right, so 4 receivers for Kraus. He's looking to the right, puts up a deep ball. It was no catch, but it looks like it's going to be a pass interference on St. Mark's.
Yep, they had the field spread 4 wide, went to the fade pattern on the far side of the field, isolating their wide receiver with the D-back, and they got the call. It was a great call by the officials. Too much contact there at the point of contact with the 2 players.
So that looks like it's going to be 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Pass interference is the call. That's going to take the ball up to near midfield, the 40. We'll call it the 49-yard line of Red Lion.
So Red Lion trying to build some momentum here, see what they can do.
7:23 to go here in quarter number 1. Good, Mike mentioned, a great crowd on hand here tonight as the Delaware High School football schedule wraps up for the official week 1.
Same set from Red Lion. Trips to the offensive left, isolation up top against the cover 2. Little screen pattern.
He breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, and they're going to pick up about 7 yards on the play.
Great job on the screen pass to the running back. Like you said, broke 2 tackles, and what an athletic play by Vaughn Highland to chase him down from behind.
That pass went to Breon Sims, number 3, with the catch.
Yeah, great job by Breon Sims, Jr. For Red Lion.
Breon joined us on the 302 Sports Weekly a couple days ago. We had a humongous crowd at Buffalo Wild Wings. Red Lion and St. Mark's both turned out.
That's great.
Gigantic crowd. It was a lot of energy. We couldn't hear a word in there, but Pat Garianis and Nick Alessandrini held it all together, so it was great. Another pass complete. It's going to be 3rd down. Let's see how many yards they have to go. Catch by number 11, Gage Moody.
Came out in double slot, just ran a simple concept pattern, a slant out, a quick out from the slot, and found Moody on the outside numbers. Great job by Red Lion on executing a very solid football play.
So it's going to be 3rd and about a yard for the Lions as they cross midfield. They're at the St. Mark's 42-yard line.
Double slot again for Red Lion, shotgun. They're on the offensive left hash.
Kraus hands off this time. Looking for room. It's Sims, breaks another tackle, and he's going to get the first down. Across the 40 to about the 39. 2-yard pickup, enough to move the chains.
Inside zone run. Good job by Red Lion of just staying on the defensive lineman. Sims was able to find a little hole and pick up the first down.
You got the Sims family literally right in front of us here.
Doing a great job. They should be very proud. So when you lose some of your big guys, you know, sometimes you have to look at changing up your offensive philosophy. Now they're trying to widen them out, take advantage of some of the athleticism they have on the outside, and get the defense to widen up a little bit and try to create seams up in the middle.
2 receivers on either side. High snap. Kraus can't hold on. It's loose. St. Mark's has the recovery, and they're going to take over at the 46-yard line of Red Lion. Just an unfortunate snap there.
Number 75, Luke Watson, on the recovery. Great job. The snap actually wasn't that bad, just came in a little bit hot. You know, it's tough sometimes for quarterbacks. They got their eyes downfield. And, you know, just unfortunate for Red Lion. And, again, number 75 for St. Mark's, Luke Watson on the big recovery.
Luke is one of the top players in the state this year, and showed it there, and not trying to do anything, just getting on top of that ball. We saw St. Mark's against AI where they tried to pick some up and run, and last week, and it's hard. You want possession more than anything.
It's hard for the big boys not to come out and try to scoop and score.
Smart play, though, by Watson. First down under center is Patalano. Handoff to Donovan Artis. He's tripped up for no gain.
Yeah, again, just a power play out of a pro-I formation, offensive tight end to the left. They use the fullback to kick out the end. They'll double down with the tight end to the linebacker. But Red Lion's doing a good job of getting off blocks. Again, the offense is starting their tailback about 10 yards deep. So that's a 10-yard carry before you even get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a lot of yards to make up.
Right.
So 2nd and 10, 4:24 to go here, quarter number 1, and the Red Lion crowd starting to get a little louder.
Bunch formation to the top of the field. Toss left to Donovan Ortiz.
He gets around the end, finds some room, picks up about 3 before he is tripped up, and out of bounds he goes right on the St. Mark's sideline. Hard to see who made the tackle. That's a long way for these old eyes.
Yeah, but not a bad job by Red Lion, stretching it out. And
we have a whistle, so
a timeout from Red Lion.
Alrighty, so 4:09 to go. Let's see if we can.
So far, our defense coordinator, Jamil Merle, is doing a good job, changing things up a little bit, I'm sure, when you lose a couple guys. He's very animated coach. I know he gets the kids fired up. So he at least has that momentum for them and keeps the emotion. And as long as this team keeps playing with some emotion and using their speed, hopefully they're going to be able to compete with a much bigger St. Mark's team.
All right, Mike, looking around the state from today, a couple scores in. St. George's 45-14 over Caesarani. Charter School of Wilmington 31-6, a win for the Force. You got it over First State Military. You got to feel good for the Force.
Good for them.
Friends 28, Delmar. No score today up in Alapocas. And I don't know if there's any other games today, but they're the 3 that we have. Appo's playing tonight, right? So they should be playing right now. And William Penn played today. I have no score from William Penn.
Yeah.
Odessa and McCain.
The former Highlander here.
They're playing the Ducks.
Rooting for Coach Carey and the Highlanders.
Matt Carey, good guy, and yeah, the Highlanders deserve some success. Back to pass, Catalano, he's being chased. Down he goes. He is sacked by 3 Lions, and he loses about 10 yards on that play.
Catalano goes off the field holding his wrist. Hopefully he's okay. Great job of applying pressure by Red Lion. It's about an 8-yard loss there. So forces St. Mark's into a punt situation again.
4th and 15. Luke Decay getting a workout in this first quarter. His 3rd punt already. Two receivers back, returners back for the Lions. Gets that one off. It's going into the right. Caught by number 84, I believe. Breaks 1 tackle.
Yeah, it was number 84 for Red Lion, Jude Campbell. Only a freshman back there. That's a pressure situation for a freshman returning punts. Great job by Jude.
So we're going to see if anybody can break through an offense here in the first. We are down to 3:18 to go. Red Line's going to take over on, where are they? 23-yard line.
Yep, 23, 24.
Spartans back on defense. I think it's the third series for the Lions. St. Mark's has been punted 3 times on their possessions. Red Lion had a punt and a turnover.
Tight end trips to the field for Red Lion. Motion to this way to make it twins on both sides. Look for the slant up top.
Yeah, it was a good idea. The pass is in the grass, though, and tough to pick up. Incomplete. Oh, and St. Elizabeth's Conrad is playing tonight. Can't forget them.
Yeah, that's going to be an exciting game. St. Elizabeth's Conrad,
great game last year.
Yeah, and 2 new coaching staffs.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting as well.
Mike Lemon for
yeah, Mike Lemon's done a
Sainties.
great job over the years in different positions, including his last stop at Delcastle. And brand new head coach at Conrad, Chet Walters, former AI DuPont offensive coordinator.
final score, Sussex Tech, 48-27 over Delcastle today. High-scoring affair. Hand off to the left side. That's Sims. He's across the 40, wrapped up around the 46 or 47-yard line. First down, Lions.
Great run by Sims. Inside zone play for Red Lion. Sims shot it out the backside, which that play ends up doing a lot. Great vision out of that young man and showed explosion getting through the line into some open field.
24-yard pickup for Breon Sims. And you know why? Because he came on the show the other night. There's some
That'll
good
do
juju.
it.
He must have had the right wing sauce at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That'll do it.
So 1st and 10 from the 47 here. So Sussex Tech picks up their first win of the year today at, I don't know if they're at Delcastle or down in Georgetown, but it's a win for the Ravens.
Hey, we'll take them, right?
Coaches don't ask how, right? They
That's
ask how
right.
many.
Well,
They ask how eventually.
We got a pro set with Red Lion, and it looks like they're isolating number 8 here, and they're looking at him deep down the middle, and he is wide open on the post. Touchdown, Red Lion number 8, Kyle Manley from Mac Kraus. Beautiful ball, isolation here. Beautiful play. I kind of saw it coming, and there it was, touchdown.
Manley was 5 yards from the nearest defender. Kraus nailed it right to him. And you mentioned it, Mike. Nothing but green grass between him and the end zone. And it's 6-0 Lions, 2:19 to go, quarter.
Well executed against a cover 2. It forced this play side safety to get out of the hash mark and come near the sideline to cover a wheel route, and then opened up the middle of the field for Kyle Manley. Beautiful play. Kyle Manley, I tell you, is a good-looking athlete. He's got great size, speed, and just showed his hands there on that play. And also great protection by the Red Lion offensive line. Great job against a very good defensive front.
Garrett Kakuza, St. Mark's, had a hand on Kraus, but not enough to slow him down. Point after is good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Sam Crossan nails the extra point for Red Lion. And we finally have some scoring here on Saturday night.
Took a while for the offenses to get going, while Red Lions has got going. St. Mark's has had a little struggle on offense thus far.
You know, Kenny Anderson is a very well-respected coach in the state of Delaware and is doing a great job of trying to build the community back up here at a place like Red Lion, who has had a tumultuous past, to say the least. But Kenny, was a well-respected coach in the youth league down in MOT, and has come up here and has done a great job. And it's nice to see some teams that were down now back and being competitive, and that's exactly what Red Lion's doing.
You mentioned McCain. They lead Odessa 6-0 on a 35-yard run by quarterback McKeevis Rogers.
I tell you, it's a great day to be a Highlander. Every day is a great day to be a Highlander.
William Penn, 27. Penwood of Pennsylvania, 8. So a win for the Colonials.
Matt Sable's doing a great job there. Also a young coach, but he's been around for a while. And at a place like William Penn, who has such a strong tradition and filling in the shoes of Marvin Dooley and some of the greats that came before Marvin, Matt's doing a good job over there.
34-6 Newark over district rival Christiana earlier this afternoon.
Jody Russell, good friend of mine. Very happy to see him having success. He's put together an excellent coaching staff down there.
Burns drops the kickoff, but he picks it up and making a nice return out of it. Gets through the middle, across the 20 to about the 23 or 24-yard line. So Jack Burns turned that garbage into a little bit of gold.
Yes, he did. Great job by Jack, not panicking after he dropped the initial kickoff, and really made some sharp moves and was really tough there at the end to get him out of a bad situation.
We're going to call it the 25-yard line where the Spartans take over 1st and 10. 2:12 to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight on Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302. Mike Lang and Mike Ryan on the call. Couldn't do it without Jason and Nick. And Craig. Craig, another guy joining the 302 crew this year, so we've really expanded our reach. We had Bill Harmon with us last night.
I tell you,
doesn't get much more knowledgeable than Bill Harmon. Hand up the middle, that's number 7, Matt Hannick, and he picks up some big yards there. First down for the Spartans.
Little misdirection, but right up the middle, going behind some of these big offensive linemen.
So 11 yards for Matt Hannick. I think when I on Twitter last week I wrote Hannick. I'm thinking of Chip over at Sally's, but
yeah.
I know it's Hannick. I got just typed in the wrong name. I saw Chip last night. He's always at the Sally's football games.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he is.
He is the swimming guru in Delaware.
A great job that time by right guard John Diassi for St. Mark's of creating some holes.
Another handoff. This time it's Artis. Oh, he's down in the backfield. And the flag down. He may have gotten a face mask. We'll see.
Oh, boy, it was
that was number 20. Boy, he busted right through the line. 27, I believe. Delmas Conquest with the tackle.
It looks like
he either got the neck or the face mask.
Or is it something that happened immediately after the play? It's a personal foul.
This is a personal foul, so no other indication.
Face mask. So it must be, maybe some words that are being said, actions that are happening.
That flag flew immediately, though.
Immediately. And hey, again, Rodney is one of the veterans out here. He is right on top of that. And, of course, you're going to get some fans that aren't happy about that call, but, they're not there. They can't hear what's being said on the field. So, Red Lions got to control their emotions and just play football.
Ball's at the 48-yard line of the Spartans. First down. Handoff to Hannick. He gets about 2, and he's knocked down.
Guard trap up the middle. Nothing going.
Red Lions doing a good job, Mike, with the loss of the 2 linemen. They're doing a good job stuffing that middle.
I tell you, they really are. They really are. They're using their speed and athleticism to get in between St. Mark's big guys and cause some problems there in the middle.
This may be the last play of the first half coming up, as there are 40 seconds to go. We'll see what happens with the Spartans here on 2nd and 8, just at midfield.
Well, I tell you, I was watching and listening to the Sally's game, which Bill Harmon and Nick Alessandrini did for you guys last night, and wow, what a great job they did.
Yeah, they're awesome. The ball is up. It's hanging a little bit. Gets through the hands of Jabri White. Incomplete. And we still have 19 seconds to go. And that ball looked like it slipped a little bit out of Padalano's hands and it hung up a little.
And I tell you, great coverage by Angel Granado.
Yes.
And on a play like that, you're hoping that Jabri White will go up and make a play. But great coverage and Jabri did try. He went up for it, but good coverage, and it wasn't a bad ball. Chase threw a good ball there. Hoping your guy can make a play.
Of course, Jabri White, better known to St. Mark's for his basketball. We know he can get up in the air. That's for sure. He's not afraid to dunk a ball. That's
sure.
One thing.
And I tell you, I love the fade call. Let your guys make a play. 3rd and 8 for St. Mark's.
In the shotgun is Padalano. Back to pass. He's being rushed. It's a screen. He's got a man open over the middle. Not going to get the first down. That's Hannick. He's going to be about a yard short.
Middle screen to Hannick. It's close. It's close, Mike. I don't know. We're going to see.
They have some time to measure because that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. And, Jason, are we going to get a measurement?
They're calling it fourth. Fourth
and less than a yard, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll see if the Spartans go for it on 4th and 1.
You got to go for it here.
Got to go for it.
You don't have to.
Delaware Live, powered by 302. We're right back after this.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way.
We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
All right, welcome back to Red Lion Christian Academy. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, Mike Ryan, and Craig. Jason, I need Craig's last name. Craig Laskowski. I've known Craig since he was a kid. And Craig's going to be doing some work for us. He's out here checking on. He's got 10 years of professional television experience. So
there's a lot going on up here. I'm just happy to be watching some football and talking about it. Let you guys do all the hard work.
4th and 1. Under center, it's Panalanos. He's going to hold on to it and rush it. He is, and he's got the first down. What a push by the line. That turns into a 6-yard gain.
Great job. Good call by Coach. Make it simple.
Behind Vaughn Highland, I'm sure.
And I tell you, you might not be afraid to use that play on a first down. You got a lot of strength up there in that offensive line. They need to take advantage of it, like I said, with some quick hitters. And you can't get a quicker shot at the D line than a quarterback sneak.
They are down at the, I got to see the yards, it's 50, 40, at the 35-yard line. For the Spartans, this is the farthest they've been into Red Lion territory. Get the Red Lion cheerleaders here in front of us. Great atmosphere. My first football game at Red Lion.
It's beautiful.
I've been to every other sport here, but not football.
I've had quite a few. And look, they run
right
the quarterback sneak again.
Oh, Watson's pushing him right along. And
sometimes,
with the help of Luke Watson, he picks up another 5 yards.
Sometimes football can be a simple game, right?
Yeah. Get your big guy behind you.
Yeah.
They're going to call it, well, I would give him a 6-yard game.
Yeah, maybe 7 there, Coach. Maybe 7. We're looking at a 2nd and 3.
So that takes him down to the 28. I'll give him 7 because everybody's saying 7. 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Donovan Artis, again, deep in the eye with a pro set with the tight end and flanker up top. Guard
and
trap.
A trap to Hannock. He's got room. Down
Big
he
game.
goes, but he's going to get a first down and more. Inside the 20, I believe. They're down at the 15-yard line. So Hannock picks up 13 yards on the play.
Great job by Joe Wright, just sticking to what works. Do it until they stop you.
Well run trap, Mike. They disguised it well, and Padalon did a great job handing off to Hannock as he cut through that hole. He seemed to catch Red Line just a bit off guard on that one. 1st and 10 from the, I believe, the 15-yard line.
Slot eye for St. Mark's. Looks like
and
some
there's
movement.
a line movement in the backfield. That's going to stop the play.
Just false start on the offense and bring it back 5 yards. Be 1st and 15.
So that's going to make it 1st and 15 from about the 20-yard line. Beautiful facility here at Red Line. All of the facilities here at Red Line are outstanding.
Yeah, they well, some of those facilities are left over from 2 regimes ago.
Yeah.
Some of the money that was pumped in here.
Still here.
Yeah, it's still beautiful. It's a beautiful stadium. I love it that it's a grass field, and they they don't use it for practice. It's just games.
And another flag is down on the far sideline.
Before the snap, the flag is thrown. The refs are talking.
And here comes the referee. And somebody lined up offside, maybe? Oh, encroachment or offside on the defense, so they're going to get that 5 yards back. No, I'm just kidding.
Slot eye with the slot to the left. Guard trap again.
Hannick's got more room up the middle. He's inside the 10, maybe inside the 5. Tough to see from here, but a good pickup for Matt Hannick. Let's see how far they take that stick down. Inside the 10. If he gets to the 5, it's a first down. It looks like it's going to be second and less than a yard. So Matt Hannick, another great run on the trap. 2nd and 1 from the 6. We have 8:55 to go as the clock is stopped for the first down. And they are calling it a first. No, they're going to measure, Jay.
They're going to measure. And St. Mark's is getting it rolling with their big linemen, Luke Watson and Diassi and Vaughn Highland.
2nd and inches.
And the big tight end, Jake O'Donohue, doing a good job of handling the edges for him.
Jason had to wait like 8 weeks last year before we got a measurement. This year, Jay, week 1. Week 1, you're getting a measurement. Didn't he say we're going to buy pizza for the first officiating crew that gave him a measurement? That's every year. Well,
I'll take a slice if you get it. I'm good.
I have pizza in my car left over from earlier today. All right, so it's 2nd and inches from the 6. Spartans knocking on the door. They trail 7-0 here at Red Lion Christian Academy. And thanks to Ken Anderson, who's also the athletic director here, for asking us to come down and do a game. And we're happy to be here. Couldn't get here last year, but we're here this year, Ken.
Yeah, what a great environment here tonight.
Good crowd on hand. Good to see fans back in the stands. And they're showing up. Here we go. Clock is running. Snap to Padalano's going to keep it. He's got the first down. He's inside to about the 3. And that's going to stop the clock while they move the chains. 1st and goal, Spartans.
Chase Padalano, sophomore, showing some extreme toughness in there and not afraid to run the ball. I was very fortunate to coach Chase in 8th grade at St. Mary's, along with a couple other kids that are on the field here tonight. And it's a lot of fun to see Chase mature as much as he has in the past few years, and stepping up and being a varsity quarterback for a heck of a high school football team. Good job, Chase.
Taking over for another St. Mary's alum, Reed Dalton.
Reed Dalton, yeah, that's right.
Keeps the ball
Padalano
again, and he's in for the touchdown. Chase Padalano scores, and St. Mark's is on the board. 8:12 to go. It's 7-6.
Great job by Coach Wright and the St. Mark's staff of just keeping it simple and pushing up front with those big linemen and definitely right behind number 66.
I think I could have sworn Padalano kept that. He said Matt Hannick got it, but I thought it was.
I'm pretty sure it was Padalano.
I think it was Padalano with the touchdown.
But number 66, Aiden Zellman, also known as Big Country, they're running right behind him. He's a center, and again, only a sophomore. We had talked earlier about how some of these young players are going to make a difference for this team.
Extra point is good, and with 8:12 to go until halftime, we're tied at 7.
So Coach Wright does a great job of keeping things calm, not getting too excited after some unsuccessful offense early in the game. They get a couple breaks here and there, and they find what works, and they're sticking with it. So, definitely a tale of two teams right now, with Red Lion opening it up, throwing the ball around, spreading the field, and now St. Mark's, using their strength and running between the tackles.
All righty, so while we wait for the kickoff, we are going to be bringing you our first high school volleyball match on Thursday. It's going to be at Archmere, Padua at Archmere. So two big rivals going at it up there at Mogley Fieldhouse. I was there the other night. Archmere played Smyrna, and that place was hopping. So we expect it again to be busy. That's going to be at, I believe, a 6 o'clock start.
Always a great matchup between those teams.
Yep.
Well coached. And, it's a little different at Archmere now without Mary Pat Quokka there.
Yeah.
But from what I have been told, they haven't missed a beat.
No, Jerry McCarthy does a good job. So,
yeah.
And, of course, Rainbow Shaw Giaquino has been at Padua for a long time as an assistant. As we have a whistle on the kickoff and a flag is down, maybe an offside here. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely offsides on St. Mark's. And I have to give a big shout out to the Del Tech Community College volleyball team, who defeated Northampton today.
How about that?
In 2 matches. They played a doubleheader, and the ladies beat a very strong Northampton team, 3-0 in the first match and 3-1 in the second. So great job by head coach Kelly Summers, and great job by the girls, they're all Delaware High School girls that are playing for Del Tech. So very excited to see that.
We'll get you our football schedule next week. I know next Friday we're going to be at Tatnall for a Under the Lights, Temporary Lights, Friends and Tatnall. So.
Oh, that's fun.
And then, of course, yeah, we'll get those to you in a second. Kickoff, line drive down the middle. Between the receivers, it's going to bounce into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
Very fortunate bounce for Red Lion there. Not having a receiver back there, they need to get that squared away. But they'll take it. Goes into the end zone, brings it out.
All right, let's get those to you real quick. As we mentioned, we'll be at Tatnall. This could be a couple of us.
That'll be a great tailgate there.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. How about I don't see it on the schedule here, but it's going to be Middletown at Smyrna. I think that's also Friday night. And then our downstate guy, Benny Mitchell's going to be back at Champion Stadium at Cape Henlopen for William Penn and Cape Henlopen. Those are our three.
That's going to be a real interesting
schedule.
Matchup, because I think Cape Henlopen, after watching them against Sally's in week 0, I think they're a pretty darn good team.
Another flag from the back judge. That is usually a delayed game, but we'll see what he's calling here.
Seems like pretty quick for a delayed
Yeah, it
game.
did. He didn't see the arms going up or anything. Maybe it's going back against Red Lion here. Maybe there's a 12 men on the field. Let's see.
They're just pushing them back.
They're just pushing them back. I don't see any call. It is a delay. That's
delay game. Wow.
You said it a little quick.
Well, you know what? When you're again, first game jitters, and you're having to get some substitutes in that maybe they haven't got as much time during the preseason.
St. Mark's calls a timeout here with 8:12 to go, and that gives us a minute to rest my voice more than anything.
I was saying that, the Cape and William Penn game is going to be real exciting, and I think it's going to be a great matchup. I haven't seen William Penn yet, but I heard that they are a pretty solid team, and again, I know Matt Sable is going to have those young men ready to go. But I think Coach Mall is continuing to build down at Cape. They have an incredible quarterback, D'Ambrosi. He's athletic. He's got a great arm.
Humongous line in front of him.
Yeah, and they got some big boys on the line. And I tell you, they gave Sally's everything they could handle and made it very, very interesting in the second half last week.
Yeah, they fell to Woodbridge last night, but they were ahead in that game for a while, and then Woodbridge scored late. And I think won 35-21. Benny Mitchell was in Greenwood last night for that one for Marvin's debut with the Blue Raiders, and they picked up a win. And I tell you, we all know Marvin. You've coached against Marvin, and he's a character, all right. But everybody likes him, and he's going to do a great job down there at Woodbridge.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see and how things go there. It's going to be a different style, but you have great community support. You have great kids down there.
I know he's excited about having that traditional public high school feel. So
Sure.
Where the whole community comes out. Here's a handoff off right tackle, snapped up by number 66 for St. Mark's, and that's
big country.
Aiden Zellman. He got
big
that,
country.
Wrapped him up and held him to a gain of about 2.
And I tell you what, you take a look at him down there. He's a big young man, and a very nice young man from all accounts. So good to see him. As a sophomore, you look at that left side of the defensive line with big country, and then you got big Jake O'Donohue there, and they're both sophomores, and that's good for the future of St. Mark's.
You look at that front three with Zellman, Highland, and Watson. That's a lot of Spartans right there.
Yes, it is.
From the shotgun, Kraus pump fakes. He's looking for a hole in the middle. Zellman bounces off of him, but then he goes down. Highland right there to pick up the pieces and knock him to the turf.
Good coverage by the St. Mark's secondary. Did not allow anybody, running down the field, and then that pressure up front from the big guys got to Kraus. And I tell you, Kraus did a good job of not trying to force something that wasn't there. Sometimes it's okay to take a couple-yard loss and come back and play the next play.
They don't want to try for a miracle there and throw an interception or fumble or something like that, trying something that's, like you said, not there. So it makes it 3rd and about 14, it looks like. 3rd and 14 is the official
Big play here, I think, for the St. Mark's defense. They have a little bit of momentum here, and they could really, change field position.
Looking at Manley.
Highland is in again.
Highland got to him, and down goes. Kraus is still up, but he's down now. So Highland got to him.
Highland fast off the ball on that play. Great swim technique, went to the outside, uses leverage to attack Kraus much quicker than you usually see big guys like that move.
So if Redline's punting here, they're going to be punting from the end zone. Not much room to maneuver back there, and the punter is into the end zone.
4th and 20.
I believe is that
from their own 10.
I can't see the number on the punter. Is that Manley? No.
No, it looks like a single digit, but I can't tell.
Might be number 9. Crossing? I don't know. We're going to see, but he's deep in the end zone.
I think it is Crossing. Sophomore.
Gets a
nice
decent punt off of there. End over end, picked up by Burns. Gets away from one tackler, but that's it. He's going to go down inside the 35, about the 35-yard line. Spartans will take over there.
Good coverage
and
by
more
Red
whistles
Line.
on the field. And the officials are going to talk about something.
30-yard kick returned by John Burns. 5 yards.
Good job by Crossing, sophomore. But false start, another penalty on Red Line.
So if you're St. Mark's, do you take it at 35, or do you try to move St. Mark's back in, or Red Line back into the end zone?
Personally, I'm making them kick it again. He's
going to have not much room to maneuver back there if you do make him kick it.
At this
it
point,
looks like Joey's going to have him kick it.
It's almost like a mental thing. Just keep pushing them back, and again, you have a sophomore punter who did a great job on that play, and now he's got to do it again with his. Now he's going to have his heels against the end line.
False start. Actually, the false start, it's a first down. They're going to decline. Can you decline a false start if it's before the play?
It looks like it.
It looks like it can. Well, they're going to enforce it on the return. So it's going to put the ball at the 30.
So Coach Wright decides, good call by Coach Wright. He's going to get the ball on the 30-yard line with 5.5 to go.
I think that's maybe the right call, because if they do get the punt off, maybe a fumble, the punt return or something, then 30-yard line, that's really good field position.
Yeah, it is. It's good field position. Good solid call by Coach Wright there.
That's why Joe's down there doing that, and I'm up here doing this.
And again, you have momentum right now, so keep going behind these big boys.
Artis into the middle, not much there. Maybe a yard for Donovan Artis.
When Donovan's getting the ball, he is getting it deep like we had discussed earlier, and the St. Mark's big guys up front are not getting to the second-level linemen. They're definitely handling the first level, but they have to get off their double teams and work up to those linebackers.
So no gain there for number 4. 2nd and 10. We have 5:03, and clock's running until halftime. This is a Class 2A football game as we are into the 3 division.
I think Joey Wright's going to go back to the fullback here. All right, gives it back to Artis.
He's got room this time up the middle. Gets
power.
a block, and down he goes inside the 20.
Power off the right side behind the big guys. Great run by Donovan. And I tell you, I got to give it up for Red Lion defensive tackle, number 25. He's a sophomore. He's Keegan Barnes. He is not the biggest young man on the field, but this is one thing that I love about high school football. You just put someone with some heart in there, and I know that that kid is giving it his all every play against some gentlemen that are much, much bigger than him.
15-yard pickup on the play for Donovan Artis. 1st and 10 at the 15. Spartans on the move. The quick handoff to Hannick inside. He spins away from one guy, but that's it. He'll get a couple. So it's going to be a 2nd down. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
Another guard trap with Diassi pulling from the right guard position, trying to kick out the left defensive tackle. But like we said earlier, just they have to get up to those linebackers. And great job by the Red Line linebackers.
Crossan credited with the tackle.
There you go. The punter playing linebacker. I love
Does
it.
a little bit of everything. Why not?
I love it.
2nd and about 9 here. Hand off to Hannick on the trap. He's got room. Oh, touchdown saving tackle there. But I think he got the first down.
Vaughn
Highland's down. We're hoping he's okay.
He did a great job on the trap play. Looks like they're calling for the trainer. St. Mark's players are taking the knee. We hope he's going to be okay. And it looks like we're going to have 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like around the 3. So that would be an 11-yard run for Matt Hannick, and we have a timeout. What was that? Another flag on the field, so we'll see what happens here. Can't really go anywhere. They're already at the 3-yard line.
It looked like a flag, possibly an unsportsmanlike or maybe another sideline penalty. Several of the Red Lion coaches are crowding on the field.
Of course, they're supposed to stop at, and no flag. They're supposed to stop at the 20-yard line. Doesn't really stop them too much.
No penalty.
All right, great job by the refs of talking it out. It looks like the play had stopped, and the coaches were moving towards the players. The players were moving towards the coaches. But, you know, it was a stoppage of play. Great job by the referees to talk about it and say, hey, we're good. No penalty here.
Looks like Highland's going
Play
to come
ball.
off, but he's moving well at the sideline there. I know, Mike, when you're coaching and you got jokers like us running up and down the sidelines, we see the 20 as the that's our safe haven because you guys can't come outside the 20. But occasionally the coach would sneak down to the 15 or 10-yard line.
So, some coaches do that more than others. I tried to stay in the box as much as I could, but sometimes coaches get excited.
1st and goal, about the 3-yard line here. Give it to Hannick, and that actually it may have been kept by Padalano, and that was just a broken play. And
looked like a broken play. I think it was.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. It was the air horn.
Here
Okay.
comes an air horn.
I heard some cowbells too. So we're going to call it no gain on that one.
So they were just looking for the quick dive off the right side, and something happened between the handoff between Hannick and Padalano.
I think Hannick was supposed to get that one, but
I
never
think so
happened.
too. But again, good job by a sophomore quarterback of not making the bad play worse. Covered it up. Still 2nd and goal.
St. Mark's, of course, had some really good quarterbacks over the years, and Padalano's going to have some time to grow into that role. And there's a whistle, I believe, a timeout. Spartans, yes, their 2nd timeout. Yeah, you want to take advantage. You want to make sure you have the right play called and the right people there. And if you're if you're Joe Wright, you want to make sure you score here.
Yeah, it's
right before halftime.
Big situation for Joe. 2:45 in the half. Coming off some really good field position, a couple big runs. Let's make sure we have the right plays called. Everybody's calm, knows what they're doing, no mistakes. Let's punch it in here and try to go up a score here with 2 minutes of play in the half.
So we have a couple games in action right now. So if you have updates from St. East Conrad or Appo, who's Appo playing?
They're playing out of state.
Somebody from out of state.
Yeah, we've heard that there's been some exciting action over at the Conrad St. E's game already, so we'd like to hear anything about that if somebody could fill us in. The Red Line fans are getting a little excited over here. They're starting to get a little more animated with some air horns and some cowbells, but that's exciting. It's high school football here in Delaware. We love it.
Delaware State drops on the day to Georgetown as we move to the college. But here we go. 2nd and goal. Artis has some room, takes a hit, and is he in? No.
Like
down to the 1-yard line.
Stopped on the 1. Good play on both sides of the ball. Red Lion is bending but not breaking. Puts up a 3rd and goal from the 1.
It'll be 3rd down.
He is on the.
I'm going to look for Padalano again on a quarterback sneak. Highland is back in the game.
He's really gained some yards on those quarterback keepers there. So, and we have another timeout.
Red Lion calls the defensive timeout this time.
Timeout, your line.
I will be surprised if they do not run a quarterback sneak here. With Highland back in the game at that left guard.
Like we said, they've been gaining yards on that.
Yeah.
On those. Halftime, St. Elizabeth's 35, Conrad, no score.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So that's going to start with a running clock in the 2nd half.
I know that's exciting for Mike Lemon to come out and get a big win if nothing changes. And, just some growing pains for Conrad, new head coach. They have a very young team. and they need to grow. They need to build. I think Chet Walters and the staff that he has assembled over there are going to be an excellent staff to do that. I can tell you, you're not going to get some better coaches out there than Brian McCardle and Chuck Miller and some of the guys that Chet Walters has put together. So just give them some time, and they'll be able to build. So here we are, 3rd and goal. The offensive line is foot to foot, so look for the quarterback sneak.
Here we go, handoff
He goes
to Artis.
the tailback.
Is he in this time, Donovan Artis? No call yet.
No call. It looks like no. He did not
It's
get it.
going to be 4th and goal inside the 1 probably. It's hard to tell.
I think St. Mark's thinks they got it.
No calls from the officials yet that I've seen. The clock is stopped.
Now they're marking something off.
4 yards.
Touchdown from the official, from the press box, but we never saw a signal on the field. They are lining up for the extra point, so we're going to call it 13-7 St. Mark's. Donovan.
Touchdown.
The secret touchdown.
Touchdown by Donovan Artis off the left side. Good job by Coach Wright, just running behind the big guys. Extra point.
Extra point is into the darkness.
Is good by the kicker for St. Mark's. Jeremy Shannon's looking real shart tonight, and that puts St. Mark's up 14-7 with 2:13 left to play in the half.
Mike, at halftime, the Highlanders 14, Odessa no score.
Let's go. Let's go, Highlanders.
Alrighty, Donovan Artis, who scored, what did he score? 3 times last week against AI, adds the first one tonight.
So
St. Mark's they pulled in from the, took them a while, but they got there.
My quarterback sneak projection was wrong, but Coach Wright got it done. Good job by Coach Wright and the offensive staff over there. You know, Joe has done a great job since he's been there. He's got some long-time coaches that have been at St. Mark's, John Crumlish, and of course everybody's favorite freshman coach and strength and conditioning coach, Ron Smith, who's been at St. Mark's for quite a long time. And the group of guys, including Jimmy Petroselli, that he's surrounded himself with. Just a good group over there, and they do a nice job.
Shannon, that shanks a little bit, but it might work out. It's fumble.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Red line falls on it. We'll see who's got the ball.
The ball took a funky
red line guy.
bounce.
He may have knocked it out of bounds. That was a goofy bounce.
Yeah, it took a funky bounce, and
it worked out for Red Lion, but
yeah,
that was dangerous. At the 30-yard line.
I can't tell if Shannon, topped the ball or if he tried to pooch it, but it definitely caused some problems there for Red Lion.
So they're going to try to tie this up before the half. 2:10 to do it. And it took St. Mark's a while to get that offense started, but they found some success with the run, really, and especially with those quarterback runs, using that big front three they have up there to their advantage, and see what they can do here. On the defensive end, Red Lion has shown some offensive firepower here in the first half. And here is Kraus.
Kraus has time. He's sitting back. He was looking to go long.
He's going to get about 5 or 6 yards on that play.
Again, great job by St. Mark's on the coverage.
Or 1. He got 1 yard on the play.
And I tell you, a really good job by this young offensive line at Red Lion to provide Matt Kraus some more time.
Good job to flush him out of the pocket, and then the real good job to keep him from getting around that left end and to force him out of bounds. 2nd and 9 here at Red Lion. Tomorrow, of course, the NFL starts, and big day of college football. I think maybe tonight I'll probably fall asleep with one of those West Coast games on.
Yeah, big win for Oregon today over Ohio State.
Don't tell Nick. He saw that. He's not happy.
It's okay. Fighting Irish will win the national championship.
Yeah, your check's going to bounce if you do that to Nick. Kraus rolls to the right. Nobody open, so he takes the ball himself. Wow, he's banging into people out there. Decay finally catches up to him. Knocks him down after a gain of 5.
Again, nobody open. Great job by the St. Mark's secondary, and Luke Decay does a good job of coming up and stuffing Kraus for a short gain. But I really like this Kraus kid. He's tough. He's poised. I'm sure
Did you get him?
No, I missed. I'm sure the Red Lion team will be looking for a couple different concepts here. They go for the slant to number 12.
Oh, nice tackle, but the catch is made for the first down by Seth McGroarty. Wow.
What a great
He
catch.
took a beating on that one.
What a great catch. Nice hit. Good clean tackle by Hannick coming up from the safety position. I'm sorry, that was Jack Burns, I believe, coming up. But what a great catch by McGroarty. They try to hitch and go to McGroarty. He's got a step.
He's got it. And knocked out of bounds at about the 31-yard line.
And that's what we talked about earlier. You know, you just throw that ball up, try to get your receiver to make a play. Kraus did a good job of putting it on a back shoulder fade. And great job by McGroarty to stop and turn the shoulders, get his hands up, and pull the catch down for a big gain for Redline.
That is at the 30-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 at the 30. 1:05 to go as Redline had gone to the no huddle, but now with the clock stopped while they moved the chains.
Got a tight end trips to the field, isolation here.
Manly
on
to the right
side.
here. We have another whistle, maybe a timeout called. St. Mark's uses their final timeout.
Don't be surprised if Redline goes back to the post to Manly. He's isolated here against.
I think Joey Wright saw that and called the timeout to maybe get some people in to cover Manly down the right side.
Cover 2 can be tough against a spread offense like this. They may be going to more of a quarters coverage, especially down here late in the game. Try to keep everybody in front of you. Don't let anybody get behind you. If they throw the ball short, you got to come up and be a short tackler.
So if you're out there watching tonight, thanks, number one. And number two, if you have any highlights from this week, and that doesn't have to be football, it could be volleyball, soccer, field hockey, cross country, whatever high school highlight you have, if you think it's top 10 worthy, send it to us, 302sports@gmail.com, or you can put it on Twitter and tag us, or on our Facebook page, and make sure you tag us, and we'll take a look at them and put the top plays together. It's always the best part of the show on Wednesday nights is our top plays.
Yeah, it's always nice to watch, see all the great athletes up and down the state of Delaware in all the different sports.
We really got a lot of submissions last year because there was cameras on every game, but we need it this year too. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 30. Manly still a split to the right, and they're looking down the middle, actually. Goes to the left side, nearly intercepted by Hannick. Got his hands on it, but he was kind of leaning back and reaching forward and was unable to hang on. But
he tried to strong arm it into a window. Great job by linebacker Hannick to get his hands on the ball and knock it down. And a great job on this side of the field of Donovan Artist covering Manly. And they did look at that backside post, but Kraus wasn't looking at him. Kraus was looking at the trip side.
So that makes it 2nd and 10. We are at 1:01 to go here. An entertaining first half. 14-7 St. Mark's. Tough place to play here at Red Lion. Spartans holding their own.
Pro spread, slot to the short side, tight end, flanker to the left.
Dejon Jones in motion, but they were looking right. Kraus gets away from one tackler, and that's it. He's going to go down for about a 1-yard loss. A sack on the play. I see number 55 in there for St. Mark's. That is Hayden Burchak.
Hayden Burchak, yeah, he's a tough player for them too. Jake O'Donohue in there on the action as well as Hannick. So a lot of pressure there. 35 seconds ticking off the clock.
3rd and 12 now from the 37-yard line.
Double slot for Red Lion.
He's looking left, throwing. He's got a man down there. 2 Spartans. Ball's up in the air and it falls to the turf. So it was kind of a jump ball down there, and neither one was able to get to it.
I tell you, I like this young corner, Taj Johnson. He's doing a good job. Very athletic. Did a great job of getting up in the air, getting his hands on the ball. Nice young-looking football player for Joe Wright.
So they are obviously not going to punt here. It's a 4th down and about 11 and a half with 24 seconds remaining. Spartans see if they have like the center fielder in there.
Well, they got 2 safeties in there.
Looks like a 4-man front.
We have Wesley Millman as a safety and Jack Burns. And then, of course, the corners, Artis and Johnson.
And there's a whistle. A delay game. That hurts.
I tell you, look, you're trying to run a no-huddle offense here. You have only so many minutes in a preseason to work on this, and it's the first game of the year. And I know sometimes, some parents may get upset and fans, because they're not executing a 2-minute offense. But I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. So you try to keep it simple as a coach, so you can make some plays here.
Here's Krause. He's on the run. Passes to the left. Ball may have been tipped. It's completed, but it's going to be over on downs. So he picked up about 6 yards on the play, but it's not going to be enough.
I think that was Manley on the reception. Great job by Krause of scrambling. Good, strong arm. But like we said earlier, St. Mark's just needs to keep these guys in front of them. And Johnson did a great job of coming up and making a strong tackle on a good athletic receiver.
Coach Wright might prove me wrong here, but I expect he was just going to kneel on the ball and take this 14-7 lead into halftime. But my wife will tell you, I've been wrong before.
Well, I think taking a knee right here is not a bad call.
As far in their own territory as they are, we'll see.
Yeah, you're deep down
Well, look,
here.
they're dropping Burns way back there,
Yeah,
so this is what's coming. So Artist to the right.
Nope,
He's leaving the field. Okay.
That could be an illegal substitution call. Nope, they let him go. It's good to go. They weren't in a huddle, so it shouldn't be a legal substitution.
And Padalon kneels down, and that's going to do it for the first half. St. Mark's trailed 7-0. They scored 2 rushing touchdowns, and here we are at halftime, 14-7. Mike, we're going to take our halftime break. We can get something to drink and stretch a little bit. Jason's going to pay the bills because Jason's loaded, and we'll be back with second half action. You're watching Delaware Live football.
It's going to be a great second half, so stay tuned.
Powered by
it's a lot of
3XQ
fun.
Sports. Join us for the second half.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fanwear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I am also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Soto Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a Wine Spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined. and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared, as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
The best part about great people is great people leads to quality of care, and our physical therapists really lead that mission and drive that. We want to have the opportunity to serve as much of our communities as possible with the highest level of excellence.
Clinical excellence really means being a leader in the profession and in the community, giving the patients the best possible care, and here at Premier, that is really what our mission is.
It all starts with wanting to help people. If you're helping people achieve whatever they want to, whether it's to get back on the sports field, to get back to work, or get back to whatever they need to do in their regular lives, that's really what underlies everything.
When patients come in here, they really truly do feel like part of our family. We're always involved directly with our patients and giving individualized care.
I come in and I may be broken down, bent over, but when I'm done my therapy, I'm feeling good. To know that you're listening and you're finding a way to help me. For me, that's huge.
You know, we want to help everybody we come into contact with. That's where we kind of get our reward as clinicians and therapists, is to see them achieve their goal and get back to, you know, what they wanted to. It's certainly been very rewarding to see how many people we can help as we've grown.
Our patients come in here and they really put a lot of trust in us to get them back to doing the things that they can't do. When you can't do those things, at the end of the day, your life is not fulfilled.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is a perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I am also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Soto Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cake.
All right, we are back at Red Lion. Pump that up. There we go. 14-7, St. Mark's leads the Lions, and looks like Red Lion is going to receive the kick here to open the second half. Mike, Red Lion started out up 7-0 on the long pass, and then St. Mark started grounding it out without the two big guys in there for the Lions. What's Red Lion got to do to get back in this one?
Well, they had to do an excellent job of just overcoming the adversity that happened to them right at the beginning of the game. And I think they did. The coaches kept the kids under control, made sure that the backups knew what they were doing, and came out and, like you said, took the 7-0 lead. At this point, they need to continue to spread the field, try to find some seams up the middle for their running game, and I think they should try to go to their short passing game a little bit as opposed to trying to go up all the time. Let's get it underneath a little bit and then go back up top and look for Manley to make some big plays again.
And here we are switching ends of the field. And St. Mark's, a lot of passing not a lot of passing, but that's some passing last week. Gone mostly with the run tonight, particularly after the two gentlemen were removed from the game. And if you're having success with it, why change, right? And it chews up some clock, and they're getting the yards. Quarterback keepers, artists up the middle, a lot of between the tackle stuff for St. Mark's. So we'll see if they stick with that or if Wright maybe uses that to kind of set up some passing.
I think they definitely came out with the thought that they wanted to attack them with the passing game.
Yeah, we saw a lot of passes.
But they were, Red Lion was prepared. Secondary did a good job. They were unsuccessful with the pass early, so they went through the ground and pound and went up 1 touchdown.
All right, so now we have the teams on the right side, St. Mark's and White going right to left. And there's the kickoff by Shannon, and it's going to bounce into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback.
Again, kind of an odd return setup for Red Lion there. Nobody deep in the middle. St. Mark's has just done line drives right down there. If they get a good bounce.
If it stops, it's a
yeah,
live
if
ball,
they get
obviously.
a good bounce, Red Lion could be in a lot of trouble. They need to adjust that.
I just heard a lion roar here. All right, so it's going to be at the 20-yard line. You mentioned that if it bounces sideways, it's not like a punt. That's a live ball, and the kickoff is it's fair game for either team after it goes 10 yards. So did not hurt again, Red Line, and they'll take over at their own 20. And here we go. Handoff to the right side, flag in the air. That's not going to gain much, and we'll see what the call is. They may end up declining this penalty and taking the second down if indeed it's a hold or if it's on Red Lion. It's in motion. Illegal motion.
I will tell you, not what I expected Red Lion to do, coming out in a wishbone double tight end set, but that's what they chose to do. Different set, a little bit of motion. They weren't comfortable with it.
It is declined, by the way.
Let's see if they stick with it.
So no gain on the they're going to actually lost about a yard. They lost 3 on that.
So St. Mark's, I would think defensively, you would love to see a team that you are bigger and stronger than come out in a double tight wishbone. Safeties have to do an excellent job of keeping their eyes on the tight end so no one gets behind them.
Another wishbone. This time they already gained some positive yardage out of it over the right side. Honestly, having trouble with the Red Line numbers. But that was, looks like 22. Is that 22?
22 or 23.
So it's either Xavier Granado or Dejan Jones.
Nice counter play out of the wishbone set. Picked up a few yards, but still in a 3rd and long situation.
Gets about 5 on the play. 3rd and 8.
Seth McGrory back on the field for Red Lion. He had a nice first half, couple big catches. He split out to the offensive right.
Gives him some height, and they're looking at McGrory. They're going to him. It's caught, and he breaks the tackle, and he's going to get a first down up by the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 13.
Yeah, good job by Red Lion there of just, running a hitch pattern right in front of the corner. Get it to a short-handed receiver like McGrory. And corner has to come up and make that play.
So this ball spotted at the 36-yard line. We're going to give him 14 yards on the catch.
Back to the wishbone.
You don't see that too much.
Double tight end.
Nobody wide on either side. They're going to hand it off. And that is going to go for maybe a yard. And St. Mark's is able to get some pressure inside. Of course, those 2 big guys not only missing on defense, they're missing on offense here for Red Lion as well. Although they do have some big guys up there. Number 74 for Red Lion. Right there in the middle, that is Carter Sarika.
Yeah, only a 10th grader. Nice size.
You saw some big dudes up in the middle there. So
Jordan Figueroa is a senior. He's an offensive right guard. He's been doing a nice job for them.
Again, the full backfield. This time it's a fake. Kraus on the run. Gets away from O'Donohue. Knocked out of bounds by, Artis hits him, and then Decay knocks him out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd down. We'll see how far he's got to go, and the referees are getting those Red Line guys off the sideline.
Great job, like we said earlier, about with the tight ends. The safeties did a good job of keeping their eyes on them. Didn't get sucked up on the play action. Red Lion sideline, very animated there after the play. Again, they've got to control their emotions. They cannot afford any other big personal misconduct penalties.
So we're going to call it a 3rd and a 3 from the 33-yard line. I'm sorry, from the 43-yard line. Again, the wishbone and handoff to the up back. He's going to get the first down. He's still going. O'Donohue, with some help, finally gets him out of there. Number 15 for St. Mark's, Logan Klein in on the tackle. That's going to be a first down right at midfield.
Another strong run by Breon Sims. I really like this young man. He's having a nice game for Red Lion.
So right at the midfield stripe. Red Lion getting some yards on the ground here as we open the second half. 9:19 to go in the third quarter. They trail by 7 here under the lights at Red Lion. The up back takes it. He's going to get maybe 2. Now host the Spartans bring him down. We see the young man to turn. I give him some credit. Matt Hannock, number 7, the main tackler on that one, coming up from his safety position. Actually, he's in the middle, right there in the middle linebacker, Matt Hannock.
And Trey Wilson's looks like the center for Red Lion. He's a senior. We said earlier today that the seniors are going to have to step up for them, and they're doing that on the offensive line right now.
From the 48-yard line to the Spartans, Kraus pitches right. He's got some room. Down the right side he goes. Nobody touches him. It's going to be a touchdown. Dejon Jones, 48 yards for the score. It's 14-13. Not touched at all.
Well executed toss play out of the wishbone. Number 27 for Red Lion, Delmas Conquest. Incredible block on the edge. Completely sealed the St. Mark's defensive end. The other backs led up, and he was basically untouched. Touchdown, but another misconduct penalty on Red Lion.
So the touchdown will count. They're probably going to enforce this on the kickoff. They might be kicking from the 25-yard line, but we'll see. They have a unsportsmanlike, as you mentioned, Mike, on the Lions. I think they'll do it on the kickoff before the kick, I would imagine. But
yeah, that's
let's
most
get through the
likely
extra point first.
Yeah. So 14-13.
I wonder if they have the option of pushing back 15 yards on the extra point. And make that about a 40-yard extra point, but they're going to make him. They're going to let him kick here.
Carlson again, the kicker. He's got a nice leg.
McGordy, the hold. Ball's up, and we are tied at 14.
I tell you, big surprise out of Red Lion coming out in the wishbone set. Well executed. That wishbone can be very dangerous when well executed, and a great job by Coach Anderson and the offensive staff at Red Lion, and great job by the young men.
So 48 yards for Dejon Jones.
But again, that play happened right here in front of us, and I got to give another big shout out to Conquest, number 27. Did an excellent job on sealing that edge. And don't be surprised if you see that again. Again, interesting that's what they did. Knowing that they were a smaller team, but the offensive adjustments made by the Red Lion staff at halftime to come out and use the wishbone, I think definitely caught St. Mark's off guard. Now let's see what St. Mark's does next time that they are on the defensive side to stop the wishbone.
All righty, tied up. 14-14 Spartans, and there they are going to march it off before the kick, so it's going to be a kickoff from the 25. Spartans give up the touchdown on the first possession of the third quarter.
And I really hope that Red Lion can control their emotions and not, lose this game because of penalties that can be eliminated.
Well, I'm not going to comment on what the fan is saying. We don't hear what the players are saying. We don't know why they called the unsportsmanlike. I don't want to speculate. I imagine they just didn't throw a flag for the heck of it. They have a reason.
Yeah, these refs aren't out there making stuff up. I can tell you that.
Another flag down. We'll see if this is offside on Red Lion. We'll see what the call is. Where's the white hat? It is on Red Lion. It's actually called a delay game. That can't happen on a kickoff. They'll be kicking off from the 20. Spartans should really get some good field position out of this. Burns is back there along with number 33, and that is Taj Johnson.
Well, It can be tough. Again, first game of the year, trying to get your special teams squared away. It's very important that you have someone very solid on your staff handling that. There were times over the years that I was very fortunate that I had some really great coaches on my staff, including my brother Chris Ryan, who, is a very cerebral coach and was on top of all these different types of changes. And whenever we had a change of possession or special teams, he always did a good job of keeping everyone calm and making sure we had everybody on the field.
Short kickoff taken at midfield by Logan Klein. He returns it to the 34-yard line of Red Lion. So real good field position after those 2 penalties. Backed up Red Lion kickoff from the 20, but a short kickoff. And Klein can run a little bit, and there you go.
Good job by Klein. Looked like they tried to pooch it into a hole over here, but Klein did a good job of fielding the ball and picking up some positive yards. So, again, this game is big part momentum. And Red Lion had the momentum, and a play like that can kind of give it back to St. Mark's. So let's see if St. Mark's can take advantage of that, coming out in their pro eye again, with Artis in the backfield about 10 yards deep.
So short field for the Spartans. Donovan's got it off the right tackle. It's going to pick up maybe 3.
Going back to the 2-back power, it's a big play in Delaware High School football. They can execute it, and if they get Donovan rolling, could be a big play for them this half.
We'll call 2 yards on the carry.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Again, the pro eye out of St. Mark's. Jake Donahue, the tight end, here on the left side.
Up the middle, nothing there. It looks like
2-back power.
Artis got maybe a yard.
Yeah, 2-back power. They tried the left side of the offensive line. Again, the undersized Red Lion defense is doing a great job of defending against the power run game.
That's going to bring up a third. It got more than I thought. Third and about, we're going to call it 6, 5. We're going to call it a long 5.
Red Lion's got to watch out for play action pass here. O'Donohue is an excellent receiver, big target. Watch for him here on a play action.
So they're at the 29-yard line, just inside the 30 there. They need to get to the 24 for a first down. 3rd and 5 is the call. Padalano looking left. He's got Burns open. Caught by Jack Burns. Touchdown. No, he's inside. He's at the 1-yard line. And Jack's a little shaken up, but he gets up and a 28-yard pass to Jack Burns as he was open and got behind the defender.
Great job by Chase Padalano. They had a slot to the field. They faked the bubble screen, and Burns was able to get behind the defender who stepped up to play against the bubble screen. Great job by Padalano, keeping his poise, got the ball out there over top of the defender, and Burns made a great play. But I'll tell you,
I thought he had it. Obviously, he fooled me, so I thought he was in the end zone, but he was just short.
Great hustle by the defensive back. He did not give up on the play. I think that might be Manley out there. He did not give up on the play and chased him down.
Padalano, the keeper, and into the end zone. He goes, touchdown, Spartans. And with 6:22 to go, they lead 20-14.
So you see the big kickoff play completely reverses field position, gives St. Mark's momentum, takes it a little bit away from Red Lion. And Crossan has a good leg. I thought they might have gone deep with it.
So that makes it 20-14. We mentioned 6:22 to go. Spartans next week begin a 3-game homestand against Woodbridge. Be a tough one as Marvin comes back up to Newcastle County. Coming in for the extra point, it's Shannon, and we have a whistle from the back judge. And the referee and the officials are going to get together, and let's see what the call is here. I'm not sure what the hands behind the back are.
It was encroachment, defensive encroachment, offsides on
Why did you go
Red
for
Lion.
2 here? From the 2.5-yard line, from the, are they just going to kick from the same spot? Or do you enforce the kickoff? So St. Mark's gets Woodbridge at home next week, and Red Lion has to travel to Delmar on Friday night. That's a long trip for a 7:30 start in Delmar. Smarting after their shutout loss today. Here's Shannon. Going to give this a shot here. It's up the line drive and through. St. Mark's bounces back. They lead Red Lion 21-14.
I love the upstate, downstate matchups that we're going to see next week with the Woodbridge St. Mark's and the Del Mar game. And again, I got to give another shout out to 302 Sports. There were times when, we wouldn't be able to see those games. You would just hear about them. And now we're able to watch games up and down the state, whether we're in our car watching from our phone or sitting at home on our TVs. And, technology is a great thing, and you guys are doing a great job of letting everybody in the state see how good of a football program that we have here in this state, and getting able to see all different types of styles of football, and it's a lot of fun, and I know I enjoy it watching some of these games at home.
Yeah, all we need is the most reliable internet everywhere we go, and we'd be golden.
I think we could say that about any situation, right? Everybody.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you rely on that, right?
Yes.
You just can't do anything without it.
Yes. Again, it's a beautiful night here at Red Lion.
Yeah, it really is.
What a great football game.
It's a kickoff. Oh, we have a flag down, and down goes number 25, Sean Hengado from St. Mark's in the middle of the field. And we're going to have another penalty on Red Lion.
Interesting call here. 3 flags on the field, 1 in the middle, and 2 on the Red Lion sideline. I did see a Red Lion and St. Mark's player get into it a little bit after the play. Didn't look like much. Maybe a kick with the leg
there
from the
flags
St. Mark's
everywhere,
player.
Mike, everywhere.
I think the one in front of us is going to be against St. Mark's.
The one on the left, I think, is a Red Lion.
The one on the left was probably a reaction from Red Lion because they saw a flag. They just assumed it was on them. And then the other one's in the middle of the field. Who knows? Maybe a holding or something.
Referees getting together to talk this over, and they're having their hands full tonight, and they're doing a great job trying to keep everything under control here.
I agree. And the Red Lion sideline, we've talked about it. They have to do a better job of keeping things under control.
All right, here we are. We're going to talk to Coach Ken Anderson first before they tell you what the calls are, as he explains it. Joe Wright over there, he wants to know what's going on as well. I'm not sure.
There are certain things.
Somebody's got a sore throat when they go home tonight.
There are certain things about Delaware high school football that prevents people from coming out and being officials, and it's on prime display right here in the Red Lion fan section.
To be fair, it's a couple people. It's not most of the Red Lion fans. So
right, it's just what we can hear.
And we hear it. Trust me.
But,
long conversation between Ken Anderson and the referee Rodney Smith, and let's see what's going on here.
And from our perspective, we really think the officials have been doing a good job of managing.
We need more officials. There's only 5 guys out there. These crews used to have 8 people in them.
Yeah, it's very, very, very disappointing, and a lot of it is because some of the abuse that these officials are taking from the fans.
So here we go. The ball.
The kickoff went out of bounds, so that should be 1 penalty.
So they're going to start with that one, I think, right? Well, they're marching the ball to the.
That's a procedure penalty for the ball out of bounds.
So they're going to go from the 40.
Then St. Mark's is going to get a personal foul.
That's going to take it to the 35-yard line. That's the.
Nah, I think maybe the tripping penalty was on Red Line.
First penalty offsides. That's why it's 5 yards. And then a personal foul on Red Lion. So that's what it looks like. A tripping penalty on Red Lion. So we had offsides on St. Mark's in the kickoff.
There was definitely some
and a trip.
Some legs being kicked here in front of us. And I tell you, the referee was standing right in front of the issue that he threw the flag.
And a legal kick out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little of everything on that play. Thanks for hanging in with us. 6:22 to go here, third quarter. St. Mark's leads 21-14. We're not sure where Red Lion's going to get the ball, but eventually, looks like midfield, we're going to have some more football for you. Good throw by the referee. Ball skipped right up to the coach. And they're going to kick from midfield.
So I'm watching the Red Lion kick return now to see if they're
maybe
dealing
throw an
with the
onside
same
kick
issues.
in here or just like a little pooch.
Yeah, let's have a little fun. Let's get crazy. I love it. I love it.
Alrighty, so Shannon is going to re-kick. We had a lot going on there. There's a lot to unpack in that one.
3 flags. And
I'm glad the coach is here because Mike knows what's going on. I'm just the old guy who doesn't. He's like confused.
I don't know, Mike. Sometimes
he's just going to kick it through the end zone. So it's going to be a net gain of 30 yards. Red Line's going to take it again, and we have a little pushing and shoving out there. And the referees are just saying, get off the field. So after all that, Red Line's going to take over at the 20.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that he did that. We
after
drilled it
all
right
that.
through the end zone from the 50.
Well, look, all this stuff going on. Let's just play some good football. Let's start on the 20. Let's get things back on track. Hopefully, again, Red Line sidelines need to calm down a little bit. Coaches, get control of these kids. And it's just a lot of emotion. I get it. I understand.
Definitely an emotional game, yeah.
Coaches are excited. Players are excited.
First game of the year for these guys.
Exactly.
St. Mark's playing their second game. They're 1-0 after the shutout over AI. AI, by the way, wins this week. Congratulations, Tigers. Around the right side goes number 22, Dejon Jones. This time they get some hands on him, but he picked up maybe enough for a first down.
Back to the wishbone, ran the exact same play. They just scored again and another big run.
So he's going to pick up 15 yards on that play.
And Red Line doing a great job of controlling the edges. It's a tough call here for the defensive coordinator here. Do you widen out? Do you widen your defensive ends out to stop this? And then they're going to come up inside you, with a 2-back power. It's tough once this defense or once the offense gets rolling.
Go to the left side. This time the Spartans are ready, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 on that play. It was actually a 12-yard run to the 32, but the loss takes them back just inside the 30. We're going to call it the 30-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play, called 2nd and 13.
Great job by the defensive right side there. I think it was Hannock as a linebacker. We're pushing that play out, making sure they stretch it out, not letting that running back attack the line of scrimmage.
Matt Hannock having a busy night tonight on both sides of the ball. He's been pretty impressive on defense.
And also is Luke Watson on that side.
Yeah. Kraus looking to the right side. He's got a receiver.
Good
Artis
job.
Gets up there to knock it down. Almost came down with the ball, Donovan Artis. But it's going to be 3rd down and 13. Artis came down kind of awkwardly on his backside, but he looks like he's just fine.
Great job by Jack Burns. Again, against this, the wishbone, you better eye up those tight ends. Jack Burns is doing a great job of being a disciplined safety, not letting the tight end get behind him. Donovan Artis had the flat coverage there, and the ball floated to the tight end. Artis just backpedaled, got his hand up. It's a good job.
By the way, is off the field. I believe McDonald is checked in. Play that.
Liam McDonald is another young player, athletic young man. Could be challenged if they go to him.
They're going at him.
And they went right to him.
Manley's got it for a first down.
Beautiful
at the
ball.
45-yard line. 16-yard pickup.
Beautiful ball by Matt Kraus. Good protection by the offense. Threw it right into the window. Liam McDonald had excellent coverage. The safety was there, linebacker, and Kraus put it right in the window. Great catch and great throw.
So they gave Manley just a little too much cushion on that one, and he picked up 16 yards for the first down. Clock moving 5:01, 5 minutes to go here in the third. 21-14 Spartans.
So now Red Line goes back to their pro spread look with a tight end and flanker and a slot up top.
Looking right again. He's got all kinds of time. And that's going to be incomplete. So McDonald covering, Seth McGroarty on that one.
Great job again by McDonald. They tried to go to the hitch and go to take advantage of the backup coming in. Liam McDonald did a great job with safety help over top by Wesley Millman. Hey, again, 2 sophomores out there for the St. Mark's Spartans playing some pretty darn good varsity football.
Yeah, if you look at their roster, of course, the enrollment, the freshman and sophomore classes are pretty big at St. Mark's.
Yes,
and it's reflected on the football team. Joe's building something there. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. Again, he looks right. Pass may have been deflected. Is it trapped or is it a catch?
No.
They were saying no catch. I saw the referee shaking his head in the middle of the field. The
Incomplete.
The official shaking his head when he's asking if it was a catch, so incomplete pass.
It was a good job. The side judge looked to the ref in the middle of the field, and they collaborated, made the right call, in my opinion.
3rd and 10. Checking out for the Spartans, number 68, big dude.
Again,
John Diassi.
attacking Liam McDonald again, young defensive back. Another young man that I coached at St. Mary's. So very, very excited to see him in the game.
Back to passes. Krause is under pressure, gets it out toward, I think maybe a Dejon Jones over there, but it's incomplete as he was being covered by Logan Klein, and it's 4th and 10.
I tell you, very tough throw for any high school quarterback.
Rolling right, throwing left.
Well, he's on the right hash. He's trying to throw an out pattern to the left side of the field. That's a difficult throw for anybody. Even a young man who has a strong arm like Krause. It's just a tough throw.
So
and that's a dangerous territory. That's a pick 6 territory. So got to be careful with that.
I think this is crossing the punter to give the ball back to the Spartans. Of course, you got to make the play first. Up bounces St. Mark's way, and they're going to get decent field position. The red line falls on it at the 36-yard line of the Spartans. So 4:21 to go. Spartans have the ball again and a 7-point lead. I'm excited next week's games. Not that we're covering all of them, but red line at Woodbridge should be a good one. We mentioned St. Mark's at Woodbridge.
Mm-hmm.
Woodbridge at St. Mark's. That's right, red line at Delmar. 2 good ones right there.
Yeah, there are going to be some good games for you guys to cover. Again, you're going to see some very contrasting styles of play, but very solid teams. All 4 of those teams. It's going to be exciting.
We will be at Tatnall and for the Friends Tatnall game under the lights, temporary lights at Weymouth Field.
That's going to be a great atmosphere. Back to the guard trap.
Hannock up the middle, nobody there, and he's got 11 yards and a first down.
Hannock's having a day here for the Spartans, behind the 2 big guards and behind the center, Big Country.
And there's a whistle. We have a player shaking up on there. That is, can't see the number.
It looks like Highland's down again. Possibility it could be cramping. That's what it looks like. Happens a lot of time early in the year. You'll get some cramping. You got kids have to stay hydrated. It's a little bit warm, but a beautiful night for football out here. And Highland is definitely cramping up. And Highland has been playing very well. They're running behind him. He's a stalwart on both sides of the line for them.
Mike, you did a great job covering for me while Jason and I had to talk some business there.
I don't know what happened. I'm here. I'm on an island, guys. It's okay. Just keep the feed going.
While we have a second, just a reminder, I want to thank Ken Anderson and Redline for having us out, and the crew tonight. Jason Winchell producing. Nick is on both cameras up there. Mike Ryan, Mike Lang on and one of the newer members of 302, Craig Laskowski, doing some camera work for us tonight. We got him working right away. So thanks, Craig. We get you some 302 sports gear so you can wear that around proudly around the First State. You know, it's funny. You walk into a Wawa or wherever you go, and people are like, oh, you work for 302 because they got the hat on or the hoodie or whatever, and it's pretty cool.
For the record, I have no 302 swag.
Yeah, you got to talk to that man right there.
I talked to the BSN rep about that.
All right, Highland is off the
Doc
field.
Holliday over there, right?
You'll get some. 1st and 10 at the 47.
I guess you guys wanted to see if I could actually do this before you put a hat on me, right?
Yeah, I think we're out of hats. We got shirts. Handoff to, I'm not sure who that is, but he's going to pick up 5.
Back to Donovan.
Was it Donovan Artis?
Yeah,
okay.
Running the power off the right side. Good lead block by Hannock, kicking out the defensive end. Guards are pulling, doing a nice job. But still, red line. It's only a 3-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, they actually only got 3. I gave him a little bit more. Trying to stay on Donovan's good side.
And there's my guy again, number 25, Keegan Barnes, right in the middle. Right in the middle. I'd love to see a height and weight on that guy, but I think he's my favorite player of the night. That kid's playing with a lot of heart.
2nd and 7 for the Spartans. 3:20 to go here, 3rd quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight on a Saturday. Handoff to the left side. It was Artis again. Gets maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th and 6. Sorry about that.
Now, I don't know if we've talked about Devin Smith on the offensive line for St. Mark's. He's another one of these very large gentlemen that's doing a great job on the offensive line.
Yeah, the linemen kind of like it if they're not talked about, because usually it's like, oh, there's a holding penalty on whatever lineman it is. But yeah, these guys, Highland obviously gets a lot of the publicity, but they've been doing a good job tonight keeping Padalano safe. And he rolls right, lofts the ball up there. Burns is open. He's got it. First down, St. Mark's. No, out of bounds. Referee signaling incomplete.
Great effort by Burns.
We obviously can't see that line from here, so.
Great effort by Burns of bringing it down just a little outside. Again, great job by Redline of getting some pressure. The defensive line is doing a great job. I believe that's number 68 in there, getting some pressure. And their defensive ends are looking good. Number 2, Shane Caleb, he's only a sophomore, and he's been out there battling. He's doing a great job.
I gave Burns a touchdown. I gave him a catch. Jackson owed me some money at the end of this game, and
well, forces St. Mark's here into a punt situation.
Good job holding back for Red Lion.
I don't see Coach Wright going for a fake here. Bad snap. He gets it off.
Good punt too.
I'm surprised we didn't see a flag there with the punter getting tackled. That's
Joe Wright's calling for it right here.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
And looks like Shannon wants to know. Looks like Jeremy Shannon was out there. He wants to know why there's no call. And they're explaining it to Coach right now. Did he become a runner, or is that maybe it? Because he went to the right?
Yeah, not a bad call, but not a bad call by you, Mike. I'm just not sure what the explanation was. But a good job by the punter who stuck with it.
Knock it out around the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he got it down there. Could have
got a nice bounce and roll.
That could have been another detrimental penalty to Red Lion, but luckily they, the call was not made. So
we're going to call it the 17-yard line from here. Red Lion trails by 7, and they've moved the ball well tonight. They have some yardage to cover here, 83 yards from tying this game up or potentially taking the lead. Kraus in the shotgun.
Back to the spread offense.
He's under
trying
pressure.
To set up a screen.
Yeah, he got him. Down the left side. That's Dejon Jones again. And he runs out of bounds here right in front of us at the 42-yard line of St. Mark's.
Again, I'm very impressed with Kraus. Kraus is a tough young man. Set up the screen. Did a great job of dealing with the pressure, and then just dumped it over to the running back for a big gain, big momentum shifter for the Lions.
43-yard pickup there for the Lions as they make it all the way to the St. Mark's 40. So the St. Mark's line chasing Kraus all around, and he waited and waited and got his receiver open, Jones, and Jones is a speedy young man and outran some coverage there.
Tight end trips again to the top of the field with Manley isolated down at the bottom. Going back to the hitch and go.
He's got a man open. Manley had it, could not hold on. Unfortunately for Red Lion, that was just in and out of the hands. I'm not sure if somebody tipped it. I got a lot of fans standing in front of me, so it's tough to see.
Manley did a good job of sticking his foot in the ground and coming back and getting his hands up high. He just couldn't hold on to it. Millman, the safety, was flying over top, did a pretty good job.
They had double coverage down there, but it would have been a good catch if he had been able to hold on.
And a beautiful route by Manley. He did a great job selling the hitch and then exploding out of his break to get past the defensive back.
2nd and 10 from the 40. 2:06 to go here in the third. This time I'm going to stand up so I can see over the fans here. From the under center, the handoff to Sims. He's in trouble, but he breaks free. Down the left side, he's thrown down by Wesley Millman, not before picking up a first down. Escapes trouble and gets the first down.
Birchak broke through the line and had the running back in the backfield, but what a great run. Strong runner, shrugged it off and attacked the outside, ran to the open space, and another big pickup for Red Lion.
17-yard pickup for Breon Sims, and we have Something going on the sidelines here.
Coach Anderson back on the field. Looks like they're addressing some of the fans behind the fence, maybe. It's hard to tell.
Who knows? Been a lot of discussions tonight, not related to what's going on the field.
So 1st and 10 for Red Lion.
So it looks like they're at the 23-yard line, 24-yard line. There's the air horn.
It would be nice, maybe we just close this door, but it get a little hot in
Yeah,
here.
it's going to take the air horn and toss it over the fence. I see some more air horn coming.
So more discussions from the officials with the Red Lion staff.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on the sideline here. There was Millman made the tackle, but I didn't see anything happening after that. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, I
Is
believe
there an
there's a
injured player
Red
down
Lion
there?
player down. There's a
Oh,
Red
it's hard to
Lion
see him
player
from here.
down.
There he is,
Yeah.
right along the fence.
Yeah, there's a Red Lion player down.
So 1:57 to go. Oh, the Phillies won today.
There you go.
Yeah, see if we can get you some scores while we're waiting here. Hope that young man's okay.
This is a big disruption for the offense right now. 2 big plays in a row. Obviously, we hope the young man is okay. We can't quite see what's going on. There's a coach and a trainer on the sideline. He's up against the fence.
Yeah, he's right behind. He's at the kicking net there.
Yeah.
All right, McCain 20, Odessa no score. End of the 3rd quarter.
There we go.
Thanks to our man Brad Myers for that update.
Thanks, Brad. Keep it coming for the Highlanders.
Delaware beat St. Francis tonight.
That's exciting too.
And
you know, how awesome is it that Odessa has a team now, the Ducks, and I think that's pretty cool. It's going to be interesting to see how they grow.
That's it. We need scores. If you're at Conrad St. Elizabeth's or Apo, give us the scores.
The young man is up. I still can't tell who it is.
I don't know if it was
but
Sims.
they're carrying him over to the bench.
Don't want to speculate. If we can get a number.
It might be Sims. It might be Sims.
He goes onto the golf cart. It is Breon Sims.
It
his
is
family right in
Sims.
front of us here.
And that could be another big loss for Red Line, but we're back to play.
1st and 10 from we're going to call it the 24-yard line. Handoff O'Donohue and Highland right there to snuff that one out.
You know, watching that last play before this one, the big one that Sims had before he got injured, you could really see St. Mark's on their toes. They looked tired. They were breathing heavy. And that just gave them a great chance to kind of catch their breath and refocus. Red Line came back to the same play, inside power, and that time St. Mark's did a good job.
So no gain on that play. 2nd and 10, change 10 and a half maybe. From the shotgun, Kraus looks to the right, fakes. Oh, he gets away from one man, but Highland grabs him and down he goes. Vaughn Highland with the sack. Got a little help in there from number 55.
And, of course, Luke Watson floating around out there as always.
Hayden Burchak in there, to help out Highland, but Highland got the jersey and did not let go.
They were looking to hit McGroarty on the slant and go. You'll hear that referred to as a sluggo route, but well covered. And Kraus pulled it in, tried to scramble, and great job by the St. Mark's defensive line.
3rd and 17 from the 31-yard line as we are in the final minute of play here in quarter number 3. 37 seconds and ticking. Red Line's going to have to run at least one play here. 3rd and 17. St. Mark's has Burns and a couple other guys back. Receivers split wide on either side, and there's a whistle.
You know, something Red Line might want to look at.
We have a delay game on Red Line. That's going to move him back another 5.
Another delay of game. You know, that's not something that you can blame the officials for. You know, they 30 or 35.
And usually the back judge will give him the 5-second.
They typically do. I tell you where St. Mark's has to be careful is.
How did he get that pass?
Play
wow!
right there.
It went through the hands of 2 Spartans and it's caught inside the 10.
Dejon Jones on a wheel route out of the backfield.
Jones. Wow!
Incredible catch.
He goes down to about the 7.
Incredible catch. And that is not the play I was going to say to look out for. I was going to say look out for with their safeties flying out over the top. They got to watch out for a tight end down the middle.
1st and goal from the 7.
So what
the clock is running. Will
Red Lion come and attack with their wishbone? Well, we'll find out at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Mike, you know how to set it up, man. We're going to take our break. We're back. You're watching Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I am a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you
All right, back at Red Lion. What a catch there for the to end the 3rd quarter. The Lions have it 1st and goal on the 7, and there's a lot of life here in the stands.
Yeah, and we got to give a big shout out to all the cheerleaders on both sides. They're doing a great job. High school football is not just about what's on the field. We had the band members, the cheerleaders.
That's Jones in the handoff. He's got some room. Almost there.
Touchdown
Lions. Dejon Jones for 7 and the score.
Came out in the wishbone in the goal line. One play and in. Great job by Red Lion.
21-20, 11:54 to go.
I'm impressed with how much resilience they're showing. Great job by this team.
They led 7-0, but they've trailed since then. They tied it at 14. St. Mark's answered. They tied at 21. We'll see what St. Mark's does now. Or if Red Lion tightens up on the deep. But they haven't really given up too much on defense, but we'll see how they react after this extra point attempt.
And at the break, we were talking about the quarterback for Red Lion, Matt Krause, and just how impressed we are with him.
Here's number 5 speeding onto the field. Ray Romano gets in there just in time.
And again, we might have had an injury.
High snap on the extra point.
McGroarty takes it.
McGroarty is not in there, so the extra point no good.
Oh, that was a tough play.
He was close with the two-pointer.
Yeah, snap was a little bit high. McGroarty did a great job of pulling it down and trying to scramble to get in the end zone. But again, you're running someone on late. That's why it's so important to make sure your backups are ready to go. But in the emotion of a game, sometimes a young man, you may have communicated to him, say, hey, you're now on the kick or the extra point, and he may just has gotten a lot of reps in the preseason. Got to get him out there and get him ready to go and get set.
So the snap a bit high. McGroarty, well, I thought he was going to get in there. Would have given Red Lion the lead, but what are you going to do?
Well, here we are in the 4th quarter. It's a 1-point game. It's very exciting.
It's a great game tonight, huh?
Yeah, it's a great game to start this week 1 or end week 1.
So Red Lion going to kick off. It's been an adventure on kickoffs tonight for Red Lion.
Yeah, let's see what they do with it. Are they going to use Carlson's leg and try to go deep, or are they going to pooch it like they've done the last couple times and kind of give up a little bit of field position?
They've had some trouble with offsides and delays games, and the kickoffs have been quite an adventure. But St. Mark's holding on by a single point here, 21-20, just about the entire 4th quarter to go. Kick is up, headed toward
Jabri.
Not sure who that is.
He's got a hole.
He's got
a
room,
hole.
splits a seam, back to the 39, 40-yard line for St. Mark's. Let's see if I can get a number on that. Is that 44?
Well, good execution by St. Mark's return team. Nice run.
It may have been Caleb King on that return, number 44. I'm just not positive.
Good hustle by Redline, making sure that that big hole got closed up quick.
Yeah, there was a lot of room there, but you mentioned it. They gave up a return, but it's not a touchdown for St. Mark's, so that's good news for the Lions.
Let's see how senior Jordan Figueroa, number 55, he's been playing both ways. Let's see how he and Shane Caleb on this defensive line can hold up here in the fourth quarter.
We have a whistle. That plays. It was a handoff to Matt Hannock, but it's not going to count. As we have a procedure call on St. Mark's, 1st and 15.
And also the linebacking core of Red Lion. I know we haven't brought up those names too much, but they are the guys that are really disrupting the offense for St. Mark's. And I believe that's Delmas Conquest here as a strong side linebacker.
He's had a big game on both sides of the ball.
Yes, and William Coble is now in at a linebacker as well.
Stand shaking here at Red Lion. Hand off the left side. That's a lot of room there for the Spartans. Not sure if that's Hannock.
That was
picks up 14 to the 15 yards.
That was Artis coming from the
okay.
tailback position. And this is where it's going to get rough for Red Lion. Their numbers are low. They're facing a big, strong offensive line. I'm gonna look for Joey Wright to really try to wear down this defense and punch another one in.
Ball spotted at the 47. We're going to give Donovan a 12-yard pickup on the play. Second and a long two.
Coach Anderson brings in some more beef on the defensive line with sophomore Carter Shareka.
Under center, quick handoff to Hannock in the middle. He's got a first down.
Yeah, back to the guard trap.
So Matt Hannock is across midfield. They're going to spot the ball at the 46-yard line of Red Lion. Call it a pickup of 7 for Hannock.
And William Hawley has been holding down the middle linebacker position for Red Lion, and he is doing a good job. He's a tough young man. He's been getting a lot of pressure, that guard trap and that power. He's getting a lot of beef coming at him every play.
We mentioned the Red Lion, you're doing a great job here playing shorthanded as they are tonight. And St. Mark's trying to take advantage of the lack of players in the middle. There's some movement on the line. That's going to cost the Spartans 5. And I'm giving Coach Gray hair.
Yeah, well, I got a few myself. Yeah, good job of Red Lion. Just showing some blitz, but not jumping over too quick. And St. Mark's flinched, and they got 5 yards on it.
Back to midfield it goes, 1st and 15, which is where they were a couple plays ago, and Donovan Artis picked up 12 on first down, and then Hannock took it for the first down. But split right, Jabri White right in front of us.
Clock continues to run, but I wouldn't hesitate to take a shot here to Jabri on a fade, but I think you're going to see the power. There it is. Nice run by Artis.
Artis gets through the front line. Linebackers, you mentioned, doing a job. Another tackle there by the linebacker is a pickup of 9.
Great job by Hannock kicking out the end, and Highland as a pulling guard leading up on the backers.
2nd and 6 from the 41-yard line.
I think that first half seemed to run a pretty long time. Now this clock is going.
Well, yeah.
I know that St. Mark's is looking to run some time off and get out of here alive.
Padalano under center. Long count. Hands off to Artis off the left side. He's got room. Gets around one tackler. Donovan Artis still on his feet. A flag down. Artis picks up the first down, but let's see what the call is.
Great kick out by Hannock, but it looks like it's going to be called back.
That's a holding. That's going to be a spot foul.
I tell you, Red Lions got to be careful. They're not paying a whole lot of attention defensively to O'Donohue, the tight end. And again, the kid, he's a receiving threat. A little play action and looking for him down the middle of the field could cause Red Lions some trouble.
We have a timeout on the field. Red Lion calls timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from midfield, from the 45 rather, when we resume after that holding call.
I'm sure everybody's going to be hungry after this game, so make sure you go down to Grain on Main, Grain Craft Bar and Kitchen. It's just a great place. Great food. Great drinks.
That means I'd have to drive to Newark, which is the opposite of where I live.
But it's not far. But it's.
I got a dog at home, thinking like, how long until he gets home to take me out? Although my sister is home, but
yeah, she'll take care of it.
She's already taken her out twice today.
Need to go get some crab nachos down there at Green.
So here we are, 9:04 to go. Spartans with 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line of the Lions. This has been probably maybe the best game of the weekend, although wasn't there a game last night that Milford was like,
well,
60 points in the first half? Not them, but total.
Personally, my favorite game was the Sally's game because of my
true.
son
That was
Lucas.
a good one, yeah.
But you know, that's obviously a biased opinion. But I don't know if other than that, I don't know if there's another game I would rather have wanted to watch. This has been a great matchup.
Milford in North County, I think, out of Maryland, scored a lot of points last night. But I think it was in Maryland, so nobody was really paying attention. Here we go.
And 2nd and long, got a spread formation.
Padalano back, screenplay.
Middle screen, great job by Conquest.
Conquest is there for the tackle.
Definitely the coolest name out here tonight, Dumbest Conquest, with a big play. Recognized the screen, beat the offensive line that was coming downfield, and snuffed that play.
So that was Hannock, but he didn't get any yardage on that at all, 3rd and 10. See what the Spartans do here. They've had some success running, but this is 3rd and 10, so we'll see what they do. Maybe they get kind of a sure thing pass, maybe something out into the flat, like a short little pass, like split left is Burns, and I'm not sure if that's Jabri down there on the left.
3rd and 10, slot eye.
It is a handoff to Donovan Artis.
Power.
Can't get loose. He kicks about 4, but it's 4th and 6. From the 41-yard line.
Decision time for Coach Wright. Do you have a punter that can pin him down? Or do you go for it here on 4th and 6? And if you don't get it, you're going to give Red Lions some decent field position. Looks like he's going to bring out the punt team. Also a great time to run a fake here.
We'll see what happens. The Spartans are out there. Liam McDonald and the coverage team. Jack Burns. Is that Decay back there? Is Luke Decay back to punt?
Decay back to punt. Trying to see the number for the Red Lion return man. Conquest. Oh, it's a big punt.
Blocked. It's loose. Red Lion picks it up. They're on the run. Down he goes.
Oh, he turned it over. He turned it over. Shane Caleb with a big punt block. Took it back. St. Mark's didn't give up the play. Forced the fumble for Red Lion.
Oh, how about that?
St. Mark's picked it up.
So first down
It'll
for
be
the
St.
Spartans?
Mark's ball, 1st and 10.
How about that? I couldn't see it, Mike. I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay on 302 Sports.
What a turn of events. Incredible play.
I'm glad you see it because I just didn't see that at all.
Incredible play by Shane Caleb to make the block. Conquest also pressured off the side. But what a great job by St. Mark's of not giving up on the play, chased them down, punched the ball out from behind, and got the ball back. Another just incredible football play here in this game tonight. What a lot of fun, and some great action.
So the Spartans are have a timeout on the field. The Spartans are back at the about the 33-yard line.
7 minutes to go here in the 4th. St. Mark's gets the ball back after a huge play.
Credit to Mike Ryan. His younger eyes must have seen, because I just didn't see the fumble there, run up the middle, gain of about 4 or 5.
That was pure luck.
That was Artis.
Pure luck on my part.
You best had a better angle than me, sitting 1 foot to my right.
Yeah.
So the Spartans It's a net loss on that punt, but they'll take the possession anytime after the red line just Shane Caleb busted right through that line and knocked that one down and picked up the punt. I think he blocked it and he got the loose ball.
Yes, he did. He blocked it and picked it up.
So gave him about 4 on that one.
6.5 minutes to go. Clock is ticking.
A handoff, no gain, nothing there. That was Logan Klein on the run.
Logan Klein, so Artis was out for that play. Brought in Logan Klein.
Third and 6 at the 41. I was 3rd and 6, I'm sorry, at the 30, about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
Got another penalty on the red line sideline.
And there's stoppage of play. We have 5:57 to go. The side judge blew the whistle. Let's see what the call is.
It looks like the red line coaches are very animated before the call. So we're discussing what's going on. It's a 3rd and 6 for the Spartans. They're lined up in a slot I.
That might change. We'll see what happens.
But there's again a flag on the field. Let's see what Rodney Smith calls.
Did they line up maybe in the neutral zone again?
Now the head official is conferring with officials on both sides of the field. Another sideline warning, it looks like, for red line.
They have the white line painted there, but you get into the game, you're not really looking at that.
Another big penalty against red line for a sideline violation.
So
and look, I got to be honest with you. There's no excuse for that. You have coaches on your staff that you call get-back coaches, and they are responsible for keeping the players as well as the other coaches back behind those lines. Just stay off the field. Like the rules are very clear. And like you said,
you don't want kids getting run into or interfering with the
lines
play.
are clearly marked. You can see them from up here.
3rd and 1, the rush. I don't think he got it. We'll find out. That's going to be really close. Jason might get 2 measurements in one night.
Yeah, these are penalties
move the chain. So 1st down, barely, but they'll take it.
These are penalties that are detrimental to the team that should definitely be eliminated and are definitely controllable.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They are at the 44-yard line. And we are down 5:07 and ticking here, and it's a long game.
Another 1st down for the Spartans gives them a chance to run off several minutes.
Padalano under center, hands to Artis. Up the middle he goes. He's got room. Gets past one defender, into the backfield. Tackled there after a gain of 11. Donovan Artis to the 45-yard line of the Lions.
I'm very impressed with Donovan in this game. He's basically new to football. He did not start really playing football till his freshman year. So he's still learning the game. He's an incredibly talented young man, incredible basketball player, by the way. And the best thing about him is he's a great kid. He's such
a nice
guy.
Yeah. HB DuPont went to HB before he went to St. Mark's. Yeah.
I've known the young man for a few years now. He's friends with my son Lucas, and it's just great to see him having success out on the gridiron as well as the basketball court. And that was a great run. He understood that you got to control the ball. He attacked the line of scrimmage with 2 hands around the ball and exploded through a nice hole by the line and picked up another 1st down.
So coming off the field for one play, at least, is going to be number 68, John Diassi, as he got a little shaken up on that one, but he's walking off under his own power. Things look good for John. He was on the show with us the other night, too. John was on there with Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack Burns and Luke Watson. So those 4 Spartans, they were all actually talking, and the rest of the Spartans were eating.
Yeah.
We had a great crowd out at Wild Wings in Christiana with us. You see
those
Jack
shows
Burns checking with the official.
I was fortunate enough to be on a couple of those shows several years back, and it was always a lot of fun. You guys
have a
did
good
a great
time.
job.
Padalano hands off to the up back.
Back to the guard trap
That's
behind
Hannick.
Highland.
So Hannick picks up about 4. I'll give him 4. They're going to call it. We're going to call it about 2. The referee, 3. I'm going to give him 3 because I like Matt. So
Hannick's a tough runner. He's doing a good job on these guard traps, and he's doing a great job as a lead blocker as well. Diassi back on the field for the Spartans.
A lot of plays here for St. Mark's in this drive, which began after they recovered a fumbled blocked punt return. And they've been able to chew up some minutes here.
Again, Hawley, number 53, is doing a tough job in there for Red Lion as a middle linebacker. I've been impressed with him as well.
Klein gets it off left tackle. He's got room and I believe a first down for Logan Klein.
Nice run by Logan Klein.
It is a first
down. I think
down.
Shane Caleb got into the backfield, and Logan made a nice jump cut there and got another first down for the Spartans.
He's down to the 35-yard line, so 7-yard pickup.
Getting close to 3 minutes to go here. Spartans holding on dearly to a 1-point lead.
And you mentioned that every time they pick up a first down, as long as they hang on to the ball, they're burning clock.
Tick-tock. So right now, if I'm running the ball, I'm making sure that Chase Padalano is keeping an eye on that back judge.
Hannick, the up back, picks up another first down, about 15 or 16 yards. It's going to be a 15-yard pickup for Hannick. And how many timeouts, Jay? We have that? Jason says Red Lion has 2 timeouts. I don't have the screen in front of me. St. Mark's has all 3 of theirs. 15-yard pickup for Matt Hannick.
And like we talked about earlier, this big St. Mark's line is wearing these guys down. They just have a lot more size. These Red Lion kids, like the St. Mark's kids, have been playing both ways. But it's late in the game here, and Joe Wright is riding the strength of his team, which I think is this offensive line.
I formation, and there's a little twitch there by Artis, and that's going to cost them 5. So that'll stop the clock with 2:25 to go. It also makes it 1st and 15 for the Spartans. They're back to the 25-yard line. It's tough without the numbers painted on the field because I can hardly see the yellow pylons.
It is. You have to look
the
all the way.
Pylons,
you have to look all the way across the field to see those pylons. But you're doing well, Mike. You're doing good.
The stadium's nice though. It's really nice.
It is. Again, the slot eye for St. Mark's. I'm looking for power or guard trap. Red Lion is crowding the line of scrimmage to try to stop the inside run. Power.
The Artis escapes one man, but he's not going to get away from the second. He picks up maybe 2. There's a whistle, I imagine a timeout called there. DJ Conquest, another tackle, and it is going to be a timeout. Red Lion, their second. So St. Mark's has been ground and pound in this drive, and why not? Why put it in the air if you don't have to? They're up a point.
With a minute and 42 left, obviously Red Lion's going to have to use their timeouts.
It'll be 2nd and 13 when we come back from this timeout.
Coach,
and 1:42 to go.
Coach Jamil Merle is staying fired up with the guys, trying to keep them motivated. Needs to get a stop here, use the timeouts, and try to get the ball back.
Nick Halliday just ducked in and said there's that extra point, and it's and how close did McGrory come to scoring on a 2-point conversion there? A broken play, and he came within 6 inches of crossing that goal line.
Yeah, this is it's been an interesting game. A lot of penalties.
Yeah.
And again, I think some of the penalties could have been eliminated. But again, it's an emotional game, and people get fired up.
All right, here we go. 2nd and about 13 or 14 yards. Spartans trying to chew up the rest of this clock. 102 seconds to go. Hand off to Artis. He's got some room off left tackle. Following those big bodies, and then he does it on his own.
Red Lion had 10 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage and 1 safety. They did a good job of chasing down Artist. But I tell you, he has the speed. If he gets through that first level, he's going to punch it in here.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 6 from the 16-yard line.
Another timeout for Red Lion. St. Mark's still has two plays here to try to score, at least run some more time off. Jason, do we know how many timeouts? I'm sorry.
I think that was the last one, right?
Okay, so that could have been Red Lion's last timeout. Let's see what Joe Wright does here on a 3rd down. I'm assuming he's going to run the ball.
3rd and 6 at the 16. Now, if he just runs, he doesn't want to just run out the clock here. If he just gives it over on downs, Red Lion, they've had some quick strikes here. So Joey could either, I'm sorry, I saw him play. I still call him Joey sometimes. Joe could go for the field goal or, you want to score a touchdown and maybe put this game out of reach.
I think they're definitely within field goal range here. They have a good kicker. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 6. Slot eye again.
They're going to have to run, 2-3 more plays at least to get the clock to wind down. But that would turn the ball over if they don't get the first down. Padalano under center. Hand off again to Artis. This time he's stuffed. No gain, so it's 4th and about 6 or 5. And we're going to call it no gain, 4th and 6 from the 16-yard line.
So you might want to see Coach Wright here. Let it tick all the way down, then maybe take a timeout and see what you want to do on a 4th down play. Gives yourself a chance to take a deep breath, and if you are going to kick a field goal, make sure that you get your field goal team ready. Everybody out there ready to go.
They're going to wait to see that back judge's arms start waving. It's going to take. It's under a minute now. 59, 58. We'll wait. We're looking at the back judge ourselves. St. Mark's in no hurry. There goes the hand up. 4, 3, 2, timeout. St. Mark's.
I tell you,
48.7 to go.
Another great play to consider down here is a hard count or a freeze count. Try to get Red Lion to jump and get a cheap first down.
What a game we've had here tonight. 21-20 St. Mark's, and not a bad way to have our week 2 come, or week 2 for us. Week 1 come to an end.
Week something. But it's just some great football, and it's been fun to be here tonight. And I appreciate you guys having me out.
Problem.
It's a lot of fun.
We've upped our game this year with Bill Harmon and Mike Ryan, that's for sure.
Well, I tell you, I think I said earlier, I was listening to Nick and Bill do the Sally's game last night. I'm like, oh boy, Mike, we're in trouble, because those guys were good.
I didn't have to call anything last night. I only had to produce like 1 quarter after Jason had to leave, so I was taking video for my full-time job.
Bill Harmon's a great guy, and he's a good friend, and a very well-respected coach, and definitely does a great job with the Delaware games and the high school games.
Big win for McCain tonight, by the way.
That's right, Highlanders. All right, here we go, 4th down.
All right, Padalano, he's got 2 running backs behind him. He's going to fake. Rolls right. He's got a man wide open, Jabri White. Oh, he drops the pass in the end zone, and that's going to turn the ball over.
So bootleg for Coach Wright. Great job by Chase Padalano attacking the line of scrimmage. It looked like Jabri stumbled right there
at the
end.
At the end, yeah.
Tough catch. But I like the call. The play was there. I thought Padalano could have hit the flat, the fullback in the flat right away, but he did a good job of being patient and attacking the line of scrimmage. And he went for the dagger with the touchdown.
So, Red Lion, 1st and 10. They have 85 yards to go. No timeouts. But they have some weapons. We've seen them tonight. Manley, McGroarty, Dejon Jones. Here's a pass into the flat, nearly intercepted by St. Mark's. That was O'Donohue that almost came up with it.
Great job of dropping the defensive end into some coverage here in this situation. Get some more white jerseys out there in the secondary. And good job by O'Donohue of breaking on the ball, getting his hand on it.
2nd and 10 from the 15, 39 seconds to go. What an ending we have here. We have 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left.
St. Mark's is going in a prevent defense here, only rushing 3. 4 defensive backs playing quarters coverage.
Deep left. picked off by St. It is picked off by St. Mark's, number 33.
I got to
Taj
tell you.
Johnson.
I got to tell you, that was an incredible interception. The elevation to go up over a player like Manley and snatch that ball out of the air, I tell you, that's got to be one of the looking for a play of the week here.
Well, we got our top plays coming on Wednesday, and Taj Johnson just became a contender.
That was a beautiful interception. Great ball by Kraus. You know, he you got to put it out there. You got to take a chance.
Johnson saw it coming, obviously, and he lined it up, but he still had to get up there above Manley to get it. And
he did. It was the elevation on that young man. I tell you, that was incredible.
St. Mark's has to kneel down once without fumbling, and they can go home with a hard-fought 1-point win, and Joe Wright will take it, I'm sure. Mike, you coached a long time. Those road wins, you'll take them.
Yeah, very, very hard-fought win here for St. Mark's. And great effort here out of Red Lion. It's great to see such a good game. Hopefully we're going to see a lot of great sportsmanship here at the end. Looks like that's happening there at the middle of the field. Great job. Coaches got to be proud, both sides of the ball, for the effort of the kids tonight.
Mike, I'm going to spring a surprise on you. We're going to have to name we're going to say Dover Federal Credit Union Player of the Game. And I know we didn't have a chance to talk about it, but who would you say if we had to pick one player, or maybe two players, who do you think stood out? Let's go one for each team, because it was that close of a game.
Well, for the Lions, Matt Krause really stood out for me. I loved his leadership. He was definitely a field general out there, and he's just a very tough kid. I was very surprised. I wasn't sure, really what to expect. I haven't seen him play much. I was very impressed with him. Great arm, toughness, poise. Very impressed with Matt Krause, as well as many players on Red Lion.
For St. Mark's, how about if we go, how do you choose? Kind of like, we're going to go, let's give the linemen some respect.
I tell you,
Highland.
Vaughn Highland was all over the field tonight. Defensively, he made some big plays and definitely stopped some of the Red Lion run game. But offensively, I was watching him. When they were running guard trap all night, it was typically Vaughn kicking that tackle out. And then when they had success with power, it was Vaughn leading up on the linebackers. I was very impressed with Vaughn Highland tonight.
All right, so let's line it up for you next Friday. We're going to be at Tatnall. It's going to be Friends in Tatnall under the lights. Then we're also going to have on Friday Middletown at Smyrna. That's going to be Glenn Frazier and our Middle State crew. And then downstate, Benny Mitchell is going to be at Cape Henlopen for William Penn at Cape Henlopen. St. Mark's next week takes on Woodbridge at home. Red Line's going to try to get into the win column at Delmar. Lots of good football coming up. We'll have volleyball for you on Thursday from Archmere. It's going to be Padua at Archmere. If you're looking for a volleyball, our match of the week is here. It's that time of year.
It's very exciting. What a great night of football. Both teams played so hard. It's a lot of fun. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Mike, thanks a lot for Craig Laskowski and Nick Halliday up top. Jason Winchell producing. Mike Ryan doing all the color commentary and making me sound smarter than I actually am. I'm Mike Lang. You've been watching Delaware Live Football, powered by 302 Sports. Once again, your final, St. Mark's 21, Red Lion 20. Have a good night, everybody.